I used vaping.
Well, hello, everybody. Hello, I'm so used to looking over there because that's where my old setup had the camera, but now I've got to look up there to see you, so, that's always fun. Um, how's it going today, huh? How you guys doing? It's been a very eventful day so far. I've had classes, because I'm, off at college now, so it's good times, but today we are going to go and watch this Speedrunner versus Titan video that I spent so much time on. Um, Pretty much just to, I guess, add some extra thoughts and elaborate a little more on some of the moments that were absolutely insane, because believe it or not, there were a few moments that were just that. They were absolutely insane. Yeah, so feel free to interject, and if you have any questions, let me know. I am definitely down to answer some questions about this, because this video had a few caveats, a few bugs in it. One of the biggest ones... Oh, excuse you, shut up. God. One of the biggest things that you'll notice in this video, if you haven't seen it already, is that there were a lot of issues with pearls, and those have since been fixed, I think, based on the testing we've done. But, you know, it's still not perfect. It's still, every now and then there's a little glitch here and there, but yeah. I'll get into that more later when we actually see it in action, but yeah. Hey, that guy. What's up?
My friend Aiden is fat. I mean, enormous. I mean, big backed. I mean, okay, he's a giant. You get it.
So, if you haven't seen this video already, I'm kind of assuming that you have if you're here watching this, but if you haven't seen it already, that introduction is pretty self-explanatory, you know? It's like, it's, you know, if you were to get stepped on by this fat idiot, you would die immediately, essentially. So yeah, that's the general concept, and this was before I had some of the really fun stuff I've got coded for the next one, because the next video, oh, let me tell you, the next video is insane. Like, we have only gotten so far into recording the next one, but already it's like, oh, it's so much better. Well, I say that as if the stuff that I coded, the new stuff, is seen, but so far, none of the new stuff that has been coded is actually able to be seen yet. So, I'm really excited for you to see what happens in the next Titan video, because I coded some really fun stuff, some new features, and the Titan is like, if you thought that this was overpowered, oh, just you wait. It gets worse. It gets way, way worse. Okay? This one was terrifying enough, and it's like not even the half of it. So, yeah, I'm not looking forward to having to continue that recording session, because it was just awful. We spent like so long, and I mean so incredibly long, trying to get even one take. We did so many outtakes, and they killed me. Have I mentioned that yet? Have I publicly stated that it's two Titans? regardless, there's 2 Titans, and I guess I'm ready to share that because yeah, no, on top of the fact that there's 2 of Aiden now, there's also more features for them, and all I'm gonna say is I based a decent amount of those new features off of Dream's video because I watched his video, and I was thinking, how can I top this? How can I make mine even better than his? And the answer that I came to in my conclusion is that I can't beat it because I don't have $1 million and 4 PCs with like 4090 graphics cards and crazy rig that has cameras that follow along with a person. Like, that setup is completely insane. I mean, it is just incredibly expensive, incredibly, like, clearly Dream's a developer, because, I mean, no person in their right mind would spend that much time and effort to get just a fun little Minecraft mod, But, anyways, shall we get started? Shall we continue forth with this? I'm gonna say yeah. I say let's get into it.
He has all sorts of overpowered abilities that'll be revealed as the video.
Can you guys hear this all right? I just realized I should probably be checking to make sure that you guys can actually hear what's happening. If you can't, just let me know. I'll turn the volume up or something. We'll figure it out as we go.
Progresses. This was honestly terrifying because there's $100 on the line,
Yeah.
and instead of a compass, he has
Okay, I'm glad you can hear it. And yeah, let me know if like if I talk over it. I'm hoping you can still hear me when I talk over it, but let me know if I should turn that up.
Exercise. Will I kill the Ender Dragon and conquer the Titan, or will he stomp me to death? Watch to the end to find out. Oh god.
You are so tiny, dude.
Oh my god. You can just walk over me and you're
crunch
massive.
you.
Spoiler alert, for the next video, this doesn't work quite the same. So if he walks over me, if he steps over me again, let's just say the game isn't so forgiving anymore. All right, that's the best way to put it.
Like a little bug.
And hey, if you enjoy these types of videos, please do subscribe. A lot of you are, and I appreciate that so much.
Yeah. All right,
But
let's
most-
skip past
Okay,
this.
so what's this?
Click it. Yeah, so
That's crazy, bro.
that is your new compass, okay? And it has a cooldown,
Okay.
so you can only use it so often.
Oh.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy with how that turned out. The like replacement compass, the Echo Shard, because I think it does a really good job at balancing things because it means that I'm able to tactically get away by luring them like underground or luring them above ground and then going underground. It just makes it a little more possible for me because this is like an impossible challenge. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I got insanely lucky to get as far as I did, even like at the very end of this one. I mean, I got very lucky because there are so many outtakes of me just dying, Aiden killing me in such stupidly easy ways. Because the truth is, this challenge is not very plausible. It's just not. And I think Dream's video showcases that pretty well because, turns out that when you try to have a giant chase you down and you try to beat the game with this overpowered person that can just, fling you around and kill you, like, it turns out that's pretty damn hard. It just is. So, yeah.
Your best friend.
Anyways,
Also, if you really
I'm
enjoy
really
these
happy with how
videos,
that turned
join as
out.
a member. You can get early access. You can help support me.
oh yeah. Shameless plug. Become a member if you haven't already.
Shout out and thanks to Chesky Dream, one of the latest members. And without further ado, just gonna quickly
Are we gonna
eat some
we
wood.
gonna get started? Wait, what? No, bro, what the heck? That's not fair. Where'd you go?
You
I
are
can't
mad.
So-
You are absolutely.
So, the thing is, in previous outtakes, you might be wondering, if you had previous outtakes, why didn't Aiden just ground pound you here and kill you immediately? Like, it should be an easy win for him every single time, right? Well, because after the very first run, he figured out how to do the ground pound stuff, we decided that in order to actually give me somewhat of a chance, we were going to make a grace period, right? A little time at the beginning where he's not allowed to use the ground pound feature. So actually what you're seeing right now, I had to merge some of the audio from outtakes to get his first reaction to things, because otherwise it's really dumb, because he's like not saying anything and just ground pounding me as if he just has always known that it exists. When it's like, for the video, obviously I want you guys to be on board with him, right? I want you to be learning things as he's learning things. So, and that's a trick I do a lot in Manhunt. It's something that I picked up pretty, like, I think it's like 4 hunters is when I started doing it pretty consistently. Actually, I think it was after the first 4 hunters. Anyways, that's something that Dream has admitted to doing as well, which I think is interesting, because, you know, he didn't admit it until after his last Manhunt, which in my mind makes sense, because it's not something you really want to admit, because in a way it is kind of scripting, right? So when people accuse me of scripting, I'm like, okay, well, I mean, fair enough, because the reactions are like on point most of the time. So if you see a video that's like pretty entertaining in that sense, it's pretty hard to believe that it could be entirely legitimate when you've got such insane stuff like this happening and the reactions are just too good to be true. So yeah, I mess with that a lot, and I'm not too proud, but hey, it's a better alternative than what I said before. Just lame reactions and viewers sort of not experiencing things on the same plane as the Titans, you know? Or the hunters in general. Anyways,
I don't even know
so that's
where
why
you
he
are,
doesn't
because
kill
I
me
can't
right
use
away.
the echo shard anymore.
Because of that rule.
There you are, you turd. Come on. I can't hit you, you're so slow.
Oh my god!
Dude, it shoots you back so far.
You launch me so far! You launch me!
Okay, that stuff about launching... I'm sorry I keep pausing it so much, but that stuff about launching... spoiler alert, that also gets worse in the new update. In the next video, I seriously can't wait for you to see it. It's so cool.
Get some of this.
Go away, dude.
What are you doing?
This is my tree. I'm bigger.
No,
I'm
it's
older.
my wood.
No, you're swimming, bro. You can't go.
Oh
you
my
can't walk away
gosh.
from me.
Okay, so he ground pounds
my
me there.
gosh.
And that was a complete accident. Like, that was technically against the rules, but it was an accident, so it was fine.
What?
But the reason our reactions are both still, like, kind of like, what? What was that? Is because we didn't know it was possible to ground pound and for it to do that much damage in the water. So I think Aiden was a little awkward about it at first, because he's like kind of a little guilty, like, oh shoot, did I just accidentally break the rule? But I mean, yeah, so that actually did like half my health right off the bat, which is insane.
Did I just walk over you? Does walking over you, like, wait, if I jump on you, does it like smash you?
Oh my
So yeah, like,
god.
that's his first
Yeah,
reaction.
what? I would-
That wasn't from this take. That was from an earlier reaction. So
The one.
yeah,
It's so scary.
My hitbox is so big.
welcome Fimo Tunes.
gonna come after you. What? You already have Stone Age? Where'd you go?
Check the water.
gonna get you, you small little ant.
Yeah, I love that manipulation there.
I'm long gone. Dolphin! Let's go!
And then this pretty early on shows sort of how the application of the Echo Shard works. Because, yeah, I mean, I can lie and tell him that I'm in the water when I'm really hiding underground, and he's most likely to believe me until he can use his ping. Because my name tag is so tiny that anytime I'm not crouching, it's even still pretty hard to see me. And that's something that I think it's kind of hard to catch on to at first, being just a viewer, because you guys have not experienced this firsthand. You haven't seen how hard it is to like manipulate, but that's what's happening in a lot of this video, because it's really the only tactic I can use to my advantage, manipulating him into thinking that I'm somewhere when I'm not, because that's really the only way to escape him. I mean, he's too big and too fast to be able to escape, to just outrun normally. So that's why, like, at the beginning, I'm hiding under trees, because I learned after the many outtakes that if I ever try to go in the open, or if I try to, like, swim away, I'm just dead. Just plain and simple, I'm dead. There's no escape from that. So that's why you see me, like trying to mine trees at the beginning, where I'm kind of hiding away from him. I'm using that to my advantage, which is kind of scummy. Like, in normal manhunts, you'd find that kind of cheaty, like trying to get some wood before the hunter notices that you're running. But in this, we've decided that's fair because, I mean, really, it's one of the only tactics I can use at the start to get away. Like, it's just so hard to win in this.
Liar.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so he catches on.
You're underground. I see your name tag,
He-
you liar.
The hell is
Get you.
Doomsday
There's
Plans?
No chance for you to survive. Dude,
Doomsday
I can't get out
Plans.
of the water. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm coming after you,
This
Eli.
quality's kind of bad.
Oh my gosh. I need a
Okay,
pickaxe.
this was terrifying because, okay, so I see he's looking down and he's like, I gotta make a pickaxe. That's when I know, like, oh, I've gotta run now. I've gotta go so fast because if I don't go now, he is going to just obliterate me. So I run while he's crafting because I'm like, okay, that's a good opportunity to sort of get out of the range of him seeing my name tag. I want to say it's like 40 blocks or so that my name tag just doesn't render anymore for him. I don't know what that distance is exactly, but it feels like it's about 40 blocks.
I'm just digging.
How is
I'm
the
just
Titan
digging
even
away.
reaching you?
No, it's not.
The Titan has an extended reach. So, fun new thing that was coded, fun new part of the game actually with the latest updates is you can use this thing called attribute. So you can type /attribute and then you can edit different data, whether that's the data of a player or a mob or any other entity. You can like change the size of things. So that's actually what really started making this idea possible, because without those features, I wouldn't have coded this data pack. I wouldn't have done this video. I had it written down in my list of ideas for at least 2 years now, but I wasn't able to code it until 1.21 when they made it possible to code with just normal in-game commands. So like, once I release this to the public, which I will once the code is a little more stable, it'll be, oh, the docs at the top of your screen, Doomsday Plans. Yeah, okay, that was when I was part of this SMP called Doomsday SMP. But that's off topic. That was if you know of Not Vixios, that was his SMP that I got into like a couple years back, but I never really made content on it because I didn't really like that style of videos. Didn't feel true to my channel and the vibe of my videos, but anyways, that's beside the point. So one of the attributes that is, similar to scale, where you can change player scale and mob scale, one of those things is entity range. So like you're able to change the range at which you can hit something or the range at which you can break blocks. So that's how the Titan is able to do anything. If I didn't change those attributes, it would be impossible for him to do anything. Like Aiden would not be able to reach more than 3 blocks in front of him. So I did some testing in a single player world to get those values right so that it feels sort of right, that as a giant it feels like proportionate to the distances in when you're a normal sized player. But yeah. All right, moving on.
Fair. Why? Because you're giant? Because you're absolutely enormous?
What are you trying to say?
You're fat.
So
That's all.
Bro, quit calling me fat.
genius play right here. Tactically calling him fat because it's a distraction method. No, I'm just kidding. I was just being a
What?
jerk.
Oh my gosh! When you mine, it breaks more than 1 block. Oh, that's crazy.
gosh.
So that is something pretty crazy. The being able to mine and blow up chunks. So what I had to do was I had to code it so that damage from the explosions is dampened, because otherwise the damage from those explosions makes it way too easy to kill me. Like he could literally just be holding a tool. I should probably clarify. When he's not holding any tools, he breaks each block individually. So like if he breaks a single block without a tool in his hand, it'll break normally. But once he gets tools, that's why you could see him rushing to craft a pickaxe at the beginning, because he knew about that. So I took his reaction from an outtake to make that sort of better for the video. But he already knew that he should craft a pickaxe because he knew that it's the only way to do explosive mining. So he uses that to his advantage quite a bit. But yeah. how would it look if Aiden rode a boat as a Titan? Well, hey, you'll see. Later on in the video, he is riding a boat, actually.
I'm coming after you, dude. There is no
Welcome,
chance of survival for you.
Arbusk. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. I'm probably butchering that. But welcome. I can't read that language. I'm not fluent in any language other than English, so sorry about that. But hey, if you want to like pop it through Google Translate, that's always good.
Gosh, this
There's
is so
nothing
scary.
left for you. I'm gonna squash you like a little
You're
ant.
enormous. You are the fattest.
No, it's so
I
mean.
hate
Dude, where'd you go?
okay, this sight of him
Well, I
mining
think
is
the sight-
terrifying because like all he has to do is walk a few feet closer to me, and by a few feet I mean like a few dozens of blocks closer to me, which is like practically 1 to 2 blocks for him, but for me it's like 20. All he has to do is walk just a tiny bit closer to me, and suddenly his line of sight allows him to see me in the water. So like I am really lucky that I had enough room to actually get those fish, because if I had to go much further into the water, into the ocean to be able to kill those fish, I would have been doomed. He would have seen me, he would have just killed me in the water really easily. So like I rely entirely off of fish as my food source at the beginning, which is horrible, by the way. I mean, not an ideal food source. And it was even scarier once he used his echo shard to detect me.
Oh my god.
That's a bee.
Oh my god.
That's a bee.
It's so scary.
Like I was trying
You're
to
so huge. Oh my god.
Bro, this
so like me shouting there, that was me trying to convince him that I was closer to him and that I was hearing his explosions. When in reality, you know, I couldn't hear his explosions at all. I just
I hear the explosions. It's so scary.
Wait, where are you?
I think I might have dug my own grave by doing that though, because in saying that I could hear his explosions, it made him realize like, oh wait, he's close. Wait, where are you? But then when he actually detects where I am, he can see I'm nowhere
So
near.
far away already. Where'd you go?
So that was terrifying. Like that was so scary. Yeah. So I'm moving slowly there because I'm trying to stay crouched so that he can't see my name tag. But then once he blows up the land above me and it starts to damage me, that's when I start panicking. I'm like, okay, I've just got to go. It doesn't matter if he sees my name. And also I'm going to drown, so like I've really got to be careful here.
Oh, I'm right above you.
After this, can we do
You better
PvP?
run away from
Me as the
me.
president, you as the bodyguard versus all your viewers.
After you.
I can't today. I can't today just because of the fact that I don't have time. I am going to be seeing my girlfriend after this, and her class only goes for another like 40 minutes. So I'm thinking that as soon as I finish this video, we end stream. But I'd maybe consider doing that for another stream. It'll just depend, and you'd probably have to reach out to me and actually schedule something, because most times the day of, well, when I'm streaming, odds are I've got other stuff going on that day. So always good to plan stuff in advance with me, because I'm a busy man now. I'm in college.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop! Stop! Oh my gosh!
This is pretty...
That's me mining blocks, boy.
Stop! Stop!
What? What the heck? I can pound a hole through it.
So yeah, him reacting there to the pounding a hole through the ground, that's not the first or it is the first reaction, but his actual reaction there was just like silence, because I mean, he already knew that he could do that.
Oh, I'm coming to get you now.
You'll DM me? Yeah, I remember you. Alright, sounds good.
You're down here. I know you're down here.
This mineshaft came in clutch. Like this was huge for me.
Right below me.
No! No! No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You're dead. There's nothing. You're
What
done.
is this doing here? What?
You found what? A trial chamber? I'm so big.
So
I have the world under my feet.
What is this? I've actually never experienced this update.
if he hits you, will it be a one shot? That's a good question. It's not quite a one shot, but it does a lot of damage, especially when I have no armor. I want to say it's like 4 heart, maybe it's like 5 hearts, because I remember in outtakes, it was so annoying. All he'd have to do is get a couple good hits on me, and I'd be instantly dead. But also, we changed the damage amounts after this video. This was an earlier version of the Titan mod. It's actually a data pack, but it was an earlier version of the mod. So it's like the damage amounts weren't refined, and we hadn't done enough testing to really know what to set them at. So this was still pretty early on in development.
There's the trial chamber.
No.
But yeah, it's
not here. No.
if he stomps on me though, that would instantly kill me right now. With no armor in this video, that would be like immediate death.
Pound a hole right through it.
Oh, except I do have armor now. I forgot. I got armor in the mine shaft because I was able to get some iron before he started ground pounding down to me. But yeah, so I spent a lot of time in this trial chamber, like maybe a half an hour or so. But a lot of it's cut out because it just was too slow paced and boring for the video. So like this whole section is very, very condensed. But yeah, like I had never done a trial chamber before. This was my very first experience inside of one. So it was actually really stressful because I was like, oh god, I can't die to something stupid like a baby zombie or something, you know? So yeah. Anyways. Hello, KPF, welcome. So yeah, Aiden's just embracing his inner villain.
There's diamonds.
And yeah, and that's the other thing. He kept on finding diamonds. All he had to do was like ground pound on them and it breaks them. Some of them it just explodes. Like, you know when a creeper blows up diamonds and sometimes it doesn't drop the diamonds. It's similar to that, where it doesn't always drop all the blocks that are broken when he ground pounds, but when it does, he can get diamonds pretty fast.
Taking damage from what? What am I dying from?
But this was huge for me.
What the heck? No! Yes! No! Yes! What? It was you?
No way.
This taught me that it is possible to kill
It
him.
was you the whole time?
It was me.
I just have to be in a place that's inaccessible from him so that he can't reach me and I'm able to damage him. So ranged attacks are like the best thing for me. And you'll probably see more of that in the next video once it's done recording. But yeah.
What?
Where are you from?
Oh.
Or sorry, I'm not reading that properly. Where are you from? I am from the Midwest, so America, if yeah.
Gosh. Wait, can I?
Bro.
Imagine instead of dying to giant Aiden, you die to a baby mob. I almost died to a baby zombie later on in the video.
Oh my gosh.
Come here. I'm gonna be
This-
watching you, little turd.
This was terrifying.
My shield is.
I forgot how close he was from spawn. Like, all he had to do was walk just shortly after he died. He just had to walk and drop into the hole. And then I realized that. Like, I have the suspicion while I'm sorting through his stuff. And notice how full my shield is on durability.
Can I?
Bro.
Look at how much durability is left on the shield. And then I suddenly realized, like, oh god, wait. He's probably above me. I look up,
Oh my god.
and immediately I'm like, oh no. Look at my shield. Look at that. Did you see how much damage that did to my shield?
No
Get
way.
you, little turd. You little
My
man.
shield is already like completely gone. What the heck?
You're done. You're dead. You're
Yeah, so like, he jumps, and since jumping takes so long, because he's a giant, that was like my only opportunity to live, so I placed some blocks in the way, because I'm like, okay, well, I've got to dampen this explosion somehow, and yeah, no, that was like, it was pretty lucky that he decided to stop hitting me there, and to jump and ground pound instead, because all he had to do was keep hitting me there, and I probably would have been just locked in one place, and I would have just died.
so dead.
yeah.
There's
My
no
gosh.
hope for you. And I got all of my stuff back.
And then that's the other thing you notice is that he has water in his way here. And with water in your way, it's like impossible to ground pound because you can't jump. It doesn't let you jump if you're stuck in water, even if it's just part of your hitbox that's stuck. So there's part about being a titan that is just infuriating because like in the overworld, you can be trying to ground pound and then hit water and suddenly you need a bucket to be able to do anything. And then in the nether, you can be trying to get through a lava lake, and then every now and then lava will just barely touch your hitbox. And since it's so huge, it's really annoying.
There's no hope for you, and I got all of my stuff back.
But just look at all the diamonds too that are exposed.
Where'd you go? Oh my gosh! I lost you. I'm just gonna use my pickaxe of.
Okay, and he keeps on doing slivers of damage to me as I'm digging away because he's so close to me still.
Faith here.
I'm gonna have to make like 1,000,000 shields. What?
I didn't want to have to use my gap there, but I kind of had to. I kind of had no choice.
Yeah, boy. I got diamonds. Stop burrowing into caves.
So I got lucky that I dug into a lava pool. I heard it pretty early, so I actually that reaction of me being like, "Oh," when I reached the lava, that was from slightly earlier because I reacted that way when I heard the lava. I was like, "Oh, yes, I can escape to the Nether." But obviously I could only include so much in the video for pacing. So yeah, that's where that's one of the examples of me just kind of generally using audio manipulation in the video. And I'll get into one of the bigger things later on. Something that actually people got into an argument about on like somebody's Discord server. They were like, "This is really suspicious, EdHed. Like, address these allegations." And at first I was like, "What?" And then I actually went to that moment that they linked, and I was like, "Okay, yeah, I could have edited that better because that is honestly kind of suspicious." But yeah.
So
Anyways.
terrifying.
Imagine you made Aiden wear netherite
I
armor.
ran out of wood.
Yes.
Oh god.
All things, I ran out of wood.
As if it isn't hard enough.
God, the
Yeah.
explosions.
Want
I
to play
can hear 'em
Minecraft
getting
together?
Closer and it's terrifying.
If you join my Discord server, that's the place where you're most likely able to get in touch with me and play Minecraft together. Yeah.
Oh my god. See ya.
How am I supposed to get to the Nether?
I don't know. Try squeezing through a tiny little portal. I don't know what to tell you, man. Guess you're out of luck.
I
Let's go.
love.
There's
Okay.
your portal.
The Discord link is on my channel. You just have to go to my like about me or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Already?
I love how. Okay.
There's
I have
no
explosive
way.
mining.
There is no way you immediately found.
I love the back and forth of this whole part of the
Two
video.
seconds. I just realized. Wait, you're not gonna be able to get through, cause you're a giant.
No, I have to make my own portal.
You're just massive. Wait, why was I so scared? I'm just safe.
I need diamonds.
So I really thought I was just gonna be safe in the Nether for a while. Like I was like, yes, freedom at last. I don't have to outrun him and spend all my time just escaping him. But of course he found a way around it. I thought the only way he could get through would be a pearl. But obviously I didn't want to say that in case it would give him the idea. Like I wasn't gonna let him come after me in the Nether. But then he thought of the boat thing, about how you could get in a boat and glitch through the portal, because even as a Titan, it lets you go through the portal when you're in a boat. So
Nether is a safe place. Wow. Okay.
I need
Let's go.
diamonds.
that's what I mean by the back and forth. I love how like it's sort of a plot twist when he gets through.
Crawl through it. Yeah, right. Like that's gonna happen anytime
Bro, this
soon.
isn't fair.
You're gonna need mountains of obsidian for that. Let's go.
No!
Yeah.
So he's gaslighting me hard there. He's like, "Oh no, this is so bad."
Oh, you screwed!
Wait, how did you get in?
I have
What?
a few tricks up my sleeve, Bucky.
How did you make a giant portal?
I knew that he didn't make a giant portal. I assumed it was a pearl, but then when I went back and editing, I was like, "Oh, well, okay. Boat. Yeah, that works too, I guess." Could you damage Aiden back? Yes, mostly with bow though. And that's really the only way to damage him. But in this earlier version of the mod, it was also very finicky because his hitbox didn't always work. So like, even when I would hit him, it wouldn't detect it properly, and the game wouldn't actually register the hit as a hit. So I've since coded it to be a little more fair, and I actually coded it so that, and this was kind of inspired by Dream's video, I coded it you'll see in the next video, where headshots actually do more damage. So like if I were to shoot at his feet, it wouldn't do as much damage as if I were to shoot at his head. So and that makes it a little more balanced because it means I'm gonna have to actually be a good shot in order to do any reasonable damage. So yeah, and even still, when a Titan has armor, it takes a lot of shots with a bow to even be able to do significant damage. So, but you'll see in the next video probably, and if not, you'll probably see in a video after that the Titan stuff has definitely been improved quite a bit since this first video. Like, there's a lot of new features, a lot of new things that just make it in my opinion, a better video. But yeah. So I could damage him back.
I have to wait and see, my little friend.
How is that possible? Oh my gosh.
Oh, I know where you are.
Okay. Sound like a witch. Stop tracking me.
Aiden's just
This feels so precarious.
Aiden's just embracing his
I forgot.
his
I was
villain
gonna get more of that.
his villain energy.
Dude, there's so much lava.
Oh, sorry, the Discord link is expired. I'll update that. I'll update that after this stream.
Resembles hell no.
So I was bridging because I was like, okay, I've got to go now before he catches up to me, and I thought he would maybe see the fortress and that he would think I'm still there. But then I was like, oh no, he's right there. Like, what do I do now? I can't take my bridge anymore because he's just gonna knock me off. Yeah, when will we get 5 hunters? Good video, to be honest. Thank you. I'm glad you like this video. 5 hunters. 5 hunters is coming along quite nicely. The beginning is pretty incredibly lucky. I can't wait for you guys to see it. But yeah, no, we still have some recording left to do. So I'm gonna have to set up a recording session for that when all 6 of us are available. Because 4 hunters was hard enough to record with 5 people, and now we've got 6 with conflicting schedules, so you know how it is. It's pretty difficult to schedule, but we are getting around to it, and it's gonna be a good video. I can promise you that.
That is terrifying. You have like your bucket
How we doing?
to get rid of all the lava.
Long time no see.
I don't know what to do.
Aiden, when I first coated the bucket and he found out about it, he was like, you should make it so that when you place a lava bucket, it places a huge chunk of lava too, like similar to when you pick up the lava. But I was like, no, there is no way I'm doing that, because then literally all it takes to kill me is just boom, 1 lava bucket, and then I'm just dead. I can't do anything unless I have fire res. So I thought it was kind of funny though that he wanted me to code that in. I was like, yeah, I mean, I can see why you'd want that. It would be pretty extravagant, but also it would mean it would be impossible to get a video out of this. So yeah.
No more bridge.
Okay, see, that's what I mean by the arrows are finicky. See, notice how when I shoot him a few times at this part of the video, it just doesn't damage him.
No!
You don't hear the ding or anything.
You're so small.
Oh my gosh!
Come on.
Oh,
Come on.
I can't even. Oh
Hey,
my!
buddy.
That is terrifying.
Here somewhere.
So this is where I use my height to my advantage, right? Being a little ant has its perks because, hey, when he is focusing on the lava and trying to clear a path for himself, suddenly it's easier for him to lose track of me. So if I go and I hide past these trees and stuff, all I had to do was loop around him because he was focused forward, like looking forward on his path. So I decided, you know what? That's what I can do. I can just loop around him and he won't see it coming because he wouldn't expect me to go out in the open on his trail that he just made. Like, why would I want to do that? That just exposes me. So he thought I was hiding somewhere in that forest still
Where'd you go?
when I had secretly run away.
My gosh!
You gotta be here somewhere. Hello.
The nice thing about this too was that some of the lava, when Aiden was clearing it, it like set some hoglins on fire. So I just like was able to run and just find some cooked pork chops every now and then to pick up, which was really convenient. But
Hey,
yeah,
buddy. I know you're here somewhere.
he's so huge, but his hitbox is so tiny.
Oh my gosh!
It's pretty big still. It's just a little finicky.
How did you get so far? How'd you get away so fast? Oh my god.
Like, he still has to force himself to crawl, which you'll see in a moment. Because his hitbox is still huge.
Hi.
Oh my gosh!
So yeah, like, he's crouching there.
Oh, what am I doing? I'm throwing.
I was so panicked that I jumped into
Oh,
lava.
after me.
Oh hi.
Oh my gosh!
Oh there you are.
So there's... So I had to do a little training course with Aiden before actually recording this video. I had to teach him how to get himself in the crouching stance and the crawling stance, because there's a little technique to it. Like, there's not just a button for forcing yourself into crawl mode. So the way to do it is actually to like spam some blocks and like sort of make blocks block your head. And then you can kind of place them inside your own hitbox, which forces you into crawl mode, which is really, really weird how that works. But it was essential to being able to play this, because otherwise he wouldn't have been able to even chase me in the nether. It just wouldn't have been possible.
I hate that so
Give me
much.
a little turn. Hi.
Oh my gosh!
Hello.
No!
So, like, you'll notice that stuff didn't do a lot of damage there, the explosions. That's because it had to be nerfed so that the explosions themselves from mining aren't too overpowered. Otherwise, it's too easy for him to kill me in that way. So, like, the ground pounds are the most effective way of killing me, but he can't do that as much in the nether because there's not enough headroom for him to jump and actually do a ground pound.
Leave me alone! Oh my gosh!
That was terrifying.
Where'd you go?
Oh!
You're so done. There's no hope for you. Hi. I know where you are.
See, like, I was so panicked that I was just killing myself. Like,
Come
it
here,
was so
you
bad.
turd. You're done. Just give up now. Just jump in the lava.
Oh, that was so stressful. You have no idea how stressful it was. Aiden saying, "Where are you? Oh, just jump in the lava." Like, after I had just fallen into lava, like, that was just, like, that really got my heart racing. Like, it was pounding out of its chest. But yeah, no, he couldn't ground pound here, I don't think, because I'm pretty sure the ceiling was too low for him to be able to do that. So all he could do here was mine, and you could see him actually resort to lava bucket in a moment here. But, like, I was trying to manipulate him into thinking that I was already long gone or hiding or something, but no, he saw right through it.
Oh my... See ya!
Nah.
Oh, those explosions are so scary. Being on 2 hearts.
No! Stop! You lava! Oh!
Look at that knockback. Like, that knockback is crazy. And I was really close to getting stuck in this little crater here, because all he had to do was keep hitting me into that corner and I wouldn't have been able to move. And that's how I die in quite a few outtakes, actually, is just from getting hit and stuck into a corner, because the knockback is so effective for him that all he has to do is lock me into a corner and I can't do anything.
You are so small.
Like, look at that.
Gosh!
Luckily, I was able to jump out of there.
Hide in the tiniest of crevices so you can't reach me. In an instant, everything changed when you found me.
Yep.
Suddenly, it's not like, okay, let's get the pearls, let's get the blaze rods. It's focused entirely on survival.
Oh, the lava. I don't even know where you went.
I don't know why it's kind of funny to me. Everything changed when everything changed when you found me, or something like that. I don't know. Something about it just is kind of funny to me. It's like, sounds like some sort of line out of a rom-com or something.
Anymore, you tiny little...
Oh my gosh. Oh, what?
Next up, the Roman hunt. Romance on the hunt.
Oh my gosh!
Like, I think Jack made that joke in one of the manhunts.
Oh!
This was horrible.
No!
I threw the pearl. That pearl had a lot of airtime. I want to say there was like lag or something, because I had enough time to eat here.
Gosh!
I think somebody commented like, "Oh, you ate instantly here." I was like, "Yeah, that's one of the things I coded. I coded it so that I can eat instantly. Definitely." No, it's just a cut. It's literally just a cut.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah.
Where'd you go?
See, like, that's one of the spots that I think Pearl doesn't do damage, and it should have. There's a lot of spots where Pearls should have done damage in this video, but they didn't. And that's because, for some reason, it just... I coded it stupidly. There's a whole description about it, but, like, it was annoying because I didn't know until after the recording process. I didn't know until editing. I was like, oh, crap, okay, so... Pearls just don't do damage, I guess. Like, I noticed at some point later on in the recording, but I was like, it's kind of too late to fix, because what am I going to do? Pause the recording and just say, hey, let's be done, because I have to fix this stuff with Pearls first? So, yeah, it was annoying, but basically, the reason Pearls don't do damage is because anytime that he's ground pounding, it will alter the fall damage, and so there's a game rule for fall damage being enabled. And so anytime that he would ground pound, it would both manipulate that, the fall damage game rule, and it would try to give me a resistance effect, and it has to give him the resistance effect too, otherwise his own ground pounds kill him. But pretty much I had to do this weird workaround where it gives everybody within the vicinity of the explosion, it gives them a resistance effect, and then it simulates the damage by pretty much ray tracing with armor stands. And sorry, this is a lot of technical jargon, but pretty much it'll ray trace and try to see if that explosion should damage a player, and if so, how much damage should it do. And so anytime that I Pearl, it would interfere with that system, because I didn't really account for that in the coding process. So I've since done some bug fixing, and I think I've fixed it permanently, but there's a chance that maybe it'll be broken still here and there. I'm really hoping it's not, but that's the reason I haven't released this data pack or like out to the public yet, because I don't want to release something that doesn't work, you know? So yeah, anyways.
Where'd you go? You're huge! What the heck? Oh! I'm in the...
I thought I could hide in the fortress, but no. Boy, was I wrong.
You're in here somewhere, I know. Oh my gosh!
Somebody commented that I should have just kept digging, that I should have just kept going straight there instead of going back and like backtracking in the hallway. And I was like, yeah, maybe I should have, but also I was really worried that I would have just like dug my own grave, you know, because if he catches up to me while I'm mining, all it takes is a ground pound and me being unlucky with timing, and then boom, I'm dead, you know. So I figured it's better to stick to open areas and hallways. So yeah, like those explosions don't do a whole lot of damage, but they're still scary, because I mean you saw earlier the effectiveness of just digging out from under me. I mean, it made me fall into lava earlier, and I had to use a gapple. Or did I? I think I did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
Where'd you go?
This was kind of an unnecessary ladder clutch, but I didn't want to waste a pearl, and I figured the odds are if I continue on this weird little like terrain here, he's probably going to find a way to break a block and make me fall to my death. So I want to make sure that I'm actively ready to clutch, because I don't want to be caught off guard and then land on a corner and fail a ladder clutch, you know? That's the worst feeling ever, to miss a ladder clutch because you were too focused on your terrain navigation that you didn't expect to be hit off. There's so many times where, like, in normal manhunts, it's easy to die to just getting hit off of a ledge because you don't expect it, and then suddenly you're not ready to clutch because you weren't prepared for what would happen if you did get hit off a cliff.
You can't get me!
I might have overreacted a little bit there. It was just a ladder clutch, but it was still scary with such a massive fatso chasing after me. That is always so scary. I'm glad I chose that particle and that sound effect because I think it does a really good job of like increasing the suspense in the video. I mean, it's
Over here.
it's fun to watch it back, but it was terrifying at the time.
Oh my gosh!
I'm so big. Nah. What?
He accidentally set himself on fire with his own lava. He was trying to catch me on fire.
Nah. Bro, where'd you go? I'm gonna find you. You're not sneaky.
I'm kind of sneaky because you haven't found me yet. Oh! Ah!
I was hoping he wouldn't have noticed that I resurfaced right away, but I should have seen it coming.
Oh my gosh! My stuff's breaking!
Oh yeah, that's right. My armor started breaking. That was terrifying. And I realized that I was going to be out of my shield soon, and I didn't have another shield, I don't think.
Oh, you can't ground pound because it's too tall of an area.
Okay,
Oh
this was a good pearl clutch.
Did you fall in the
That was a kind of a crazy moment because I was like, oh god, he dug out from under me. I didn't have any more fire res. I didn't have any way to survive this if I missed this pearl. So that flick, look at this flick. I look just high enough that I'm able to pearl and land here. The only thing that bothers me about this clutch is the fact that the pearl doesn't do any damage because of my stupid coding issues. Like, if that probably would be one of my favorite clutches on this channel if it weren't for that. I mean, it's still pretty impressive. Like, I'm glad that I know how to pearl successfully and that I was able to save myself here. But like, it could have been better.
Oh my gosh! How'd you survive? Did you fall in the lava?
Yeah, so he didn't even see that I pearled. He didn't see that I landed on that little ledge.
Where'd you go? That's the stupid thing about this is I'm so flippin' big. I can't find you. You're over here somewhere.
That's a pretty big cut. I dug away quite a bit. Like, I think, I want to say that like you could see my pickaxe lose quite a lot of durability from that cut.
You go.
So he completely lost me here, and
stupid cooldown.
yeah. Oh my gosh. This was so horrifying, because I was like,
Nether fog is my best friend right now.
the nether fog.
No, it's not. This sucks.
I was so scared for when he was going to pop out, because I knew at some point I'm just going to see him pop out of the fog, and it's going to be so sudden that I'm not going to be ready for it. So I was really, really holding out that I could just find some sort of escape, some sort of tricky terrain for Aiden to follow me in. So that's why I tried to get into more enclosed areas here.
Oh my...
Because I knew that the Soul Sand Valley is a bad place for me to be.
There's just huge chunks of missing lava.
And I knew he was close because of that lava being missing. It was scary. It was so scary.
You can't have now. I'm gonna find you.
Oh my
I'm gonna get you.
I should have.
Lava bucket is so overpowered.
I should have broke that ladder.
Why am I dying?
Because that. Then again, it did.
Later, idiot.
Never mind.
No. Oh, I see a ladder.
Yeah, see? He notices that ladder. So that's when I know, okay, so he just noticed where I was going. And now I think at some point in here, he was able to use his ping. And he really knew where I was. But by then, he had already found the portal. So he just decided, you know what? I'm just going to make it impossible for him to get through the portal.
Gosh.
I know I'm close.
This was just dumb. This was just plain stupid.
Okay.
I tried to jump off of the magma block. I thought that I was on the corner of the block and that it wouldn't damage me when I tried to jump, but nope. I messed it up because I was stressed.
Oh, Eli. I beat you.
And I was running out of food.
Portal now.
Oh gosh. Did I throw away the...
Now this is the kicker. This is what really sucks. Okay, so you could hear me say, did I throw away the... But I wasn't going to say anymore because I wasn't going to give it away to Aiden. I threw away my iron on accident. Earlier in my panic, and I actually found the spot in the footage, It was at some point when, like, it was shortly after my armor broke, like when I was out in the open and he was like attacking me there. There was this little area where I kind of was able to dig away for a brief period, and that's when I actually decided to go and craft some new stuff. I can't remember what it was at the time, but I went and I needed to craft something, so I placed a crafting table. But at some point, I must have forgot to pick my iron up, or maybe it got blown up by Aiden or something because of his mining just being close enough to me. But either way, I had no more iron, which means my shield, once it breaks, is the end of my shields, so I am going to be utterly defenseless against him. And also, I only have 4 pork chops, so I am just screwed. I thought for sure I was gonna die.
That's so
I should have died, but literally the only reason I didn't die is because I got lucky.
No way you're making this one.
Oh my gosh!
Just admit it. You're done.
I got this scaffolding from the trial chamber, by the way, if you're wondering, because you might be doing a little double take, like, what? You never went to a jungle? What? I didn't know scaffolding was even part of the trial chambers until this video, so it kind of worked out. Was able to use them to my advantage.
Difficult.
Oh, I'd say this is.
That was so scary. Committing to that scaffold clutch, knowing that if I miss it, I'm probably just dead. And also then seeing Aiden mid-clutch, like after I had jumped, I was like, oh god, I'm on thin ice here.
Basically impossible. You gotta be close.
This was such a cool moment. I love this part of the video. Because Aiden's, like, I could see the portal. So I saw the portal floating there. And I knew, like, I could see it. It's pretty faint. It's hard to spot. But this portal is floating, completely floating. And if you've seen the video, you already know that. But the closer I was getting to it, the more I was realizing, okay, I've got to use that thing to my advantage, that part of the update. Because I already knew about the pearl stuff. I knew that you can pearl through a portal. And I actually found that out the hard way on Turtle's server. Because Turtle just has this server for fun where we play Minecraft every now and then. I don't play on it too actively. But back when I did play on it more actively, it was like just when this update 1.21 came out. And so Aiden was trying to show me something because he was building this nether hub on Turtle's multiplayer server. So Aiden was like, okay, come on, come through the portal. I want to show you my nether hub. And I accidentally pearled to get closer to the portal, but my pearl went through the portal and out of the other side, and it went straight into lava, and I died. I just immediately died to lava, and I lost everything. I lost like a bunch of mending books. I was furious. But yeah, so I haven't played on that server a whole lot more in recent days, which is unfortunate, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles, all right? When you lose everything and a bunch of villager trading stuff that you spent forever working on, it becomes a little demotivating. Anyways, so if it weren't for that experience, though, me dying in that portal, I wouldn't have known that I could do it in this. I wouldn't have known that, hey, I can use pearls to my advantage by pearling through the portal. And then I probably would have tried to pillar all the way up to it, and I would have just died from Aiden. So, it works out, actually. It all works out. The moral of the story is, don't be upset if you die in a stupid way, because it might it might increase your odds of surviving the next time you're in that situation. Of course, you could just be like me and still somehow suck at the game and die 90% of the time. And rely entirely off of luck. But yeah.
Oh my god.
Yo, what's up, Recco?
That almost killed me.
Good to see you.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
This whole moment was terrifying. I thought he saw me here, but he didn't. He, like, I think he just, I don't know what it was, but I think that he went back to the portal to do something. I think this was the point where he lava'd the portal to break it, and then he asked me. He kind of broke the fourth wall, which is part of why I kind of just cut out this section. But he's like, "Wait, am I allowed to break the portal?" And I was like, "No, that's against the rules, Aiden. You can't break the portal." And he's like, "Oh, sorry. Can I just like get a flint and steel real quick and fix that. So we actually paused for a moment to relight the portal, which was kind of a fun little fun little tidbit that you might not know. But yeah, we do have a rule that you can't break the portal. Well, not in this version at least, because otherwise it's even more overpowered for the Titan. We have different rules for this than we do for normal manhunts, but yeah. I'd love to go over those rules though. Like, in fact, I'll probably do that once if I do another stream like this for the next Titan video, or even if I do like an analysis of the 5 Hunter video when that comes out. I would love to go over some of the more specific parts of the rules, because I do think it's pretty interesting how we do things. But yeah. Anyways, moving on. So Aiden was over here at the portal, and then I used that to my advantage to get closer.
I wonder.
Yeah, I think that "Ooh, I wonder" was him realizing that he could ping again, because that's pretty close after he pings.
You're still here.
Oh my gosh.
But then the particles go away, so he knows I'm somewhere here, but he doesn't know exactly where. And this is where I'm like, oh god, I'm dead, I'm dead. I have one pork chop. I can't even heal after I eat that. He sees me. He sees me, and I panic and I eat the pork chop. So by this point, I can't heal anymore. The rest of the video, until I get food, I am going to be stuck on whatever health Aiden puts me down to. So I really thought I was going to be dead by this point in the recording. But then Aiden punches me over this lava ravine. Like, look at that. That was terrifying. I love how his hitbox is like just big enough that he couldn't go under that, and he didn't have blocks to like place, or he probably did, but he probably just didn't think about it at the time. So he had to like go around that awkward little landform.
Where do I go? What?
So I tried to lure him over here, because that was intentional manipulation. I knew that my only way to get to the portal would be to like lure him away and then pearl back and hope that I can hide and not be noticed. So that's kind of what I did here.
No!
Again, see, the pearl didn't do damage. Really weird. I hate that I didn't find a way to code around that right away, because I feel like it would have made this whole section better. Then again, I probably would have just died, because that would do 2.5 hearts. Yeah, on second thought, I don't think I would have survived that whole village sequence that's upcoming if it weren't for the fact that pearls don't do damage.
Wait, where the heck did you go?
But yeah, I guess we'll see.
I'm stuck. Why can't I move? Why can't I move?
And I got kind of careless
Stupid
too,
cooldown.
taking fall damage there.
Where the heck did you go?
And then he sees me here,
Oh my gosh.
and I pearl
I know
through.
what you're doing.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't see it. How'd you do it? What?
See, like, I should have even taken fall damage there. So it's like, I'm pretty sure the reason it's so weird like that is because when it's detecting for the ground pound, it will use the game rule, and it'll use proximity. So it'll like detect, am I within 30 blocks of the explosion? Because if I'm not, it just won't do any damage to me. But if I'm within 30 blocks, then it will toggle that game rule, and it will toggle the resistance effect. So the reason that I think it does this, where every now and then it'll just last longer than normal, I'm pretty sure it's because I was in that awkward spot where he tried to do it when I was like on the threshold, where I was like between 29 and 30 blocks or so. Like, I'm pretty sure that's why it got stuck every now and then. But then it kind of fixes itself here and there, because anytime that he ground pounds it, it fixes it a little bit. So it's like, it's really weird. I don't know exactly why it did that throughout this video.
Oh my gosh.
But I think it's tied to that, because
Nah, you ain't
yeah, like
going.
even there, it should have damaged me. It should have toggled the game rule, and it should have done fall damage again. But for some reason, it just didn't, which was really weird.
Anywhere, buckaroo.
Oh
You ain't
my
going anywhere.
gosh.
He got through that so fast. I was so scared.
Wait, where'd you go?
Again, no food. Part of me was thinking about going to the mine shaft, because there's a mine shaft in this cave. Like, this way, there's a mine shaft. Part of me wanted to see if I could, like, sneak up to that mine shaft and find some bread or something. But then I thought, you know what? I think trial chamber is a safer bet because there might be some food in there. So I decided to try to just use this pillar and try to sneak around and manipulate him into thinking that I'm long gone.
Eli.
Because I don't know if you remember, but he used his ping just before me going through the portal. So he actually used his ping, which means that as soon as I go through the portal, there's a 2-minute countdown for when he can track me again, which means he's just kind of on his own trying to find me for this whole next 2 minutes. And I think I left a lot of this segment uncut just because of the stakes of it, the gravity of not having any food, and if he finds me, I'm probably just dead. Like, that was so high stakes that I was like, you know what, I should probably just focus on hiding and make sure that I bait him into going to the surface. So that's what I do. And it works out pretty luckily in my favor. Because, like, there's some close calls where I thought he was going around the pillar. Like, I thought he was going to go around this way, I think. But then he ended up going the other way, which was scary.
There's no chance for you to win, my friend.
Also, in case you're wondering, he can't hear most sounds because his hitbox screws up his ability to hear sound. And I tried to code a way around this, but for some reason, I think Minecraft processes sound from your feet. Like, it processes from where your feet are, and if your feet are within a certain distance of a sound, it'll play that sound for you. But if you're a Titan and your feet are really far from your ears, I guess it doesn't account for that, and it just kind of doesn't play the sound for you. So a lot of the times that I use Aiden's perspective, I had to manually edit in sounds, like the explosions from the beginning of the video. A lot of those were audio just added in, because for some reason it doesn't play them for the Titan, which is really weird. I tried even installing some different mods to see if I could get around it, but I couldn't figure out a way to get past that glitch, so I just decided I'd deal with it in editing. You know, fix it in post. Ugh. An actor's doing a bad job in a movie? Yeah, we'll fix it in post, right? We can do that, right? Yeah. It's one of the jokes in film school that I'm going to right now. It's like, yeah, just fix it in post. You don't need to record properly.
You gotta be in this cave somewhere. You have to be in this cave.
Well, hello, Zack Attack. How's it going?
Oh my gosh! How did you get through that portal, though?
That I took a big risk. I took a big risk in sort of jumping around there and going around this corner. Because if he turned to see me, I would just be dead. Like, no doubt about it. And the reason I kind of hide on this side is because that's when I realize, wait, this is the best corner to be at. Because then he can't squeeze through here without doing a lot of mining, which means he's going to try to go around the pillar this way. So once I learned that, I was like, okay, I should be hiding on this side, because then it's less likely for him to see me. It's just basic, it's just basic trigonometry.
Okay, you must have went to the surface. Oh my goodness.
So that's when he assumes that I went to the surface, because otherwise he probably would have seen me somewhere here. Or he would have seen at least some sort of sign of my existence.
See ya.
So that's when I really manipulate him, because then I give him the idea, well, what if he went up? What if he went up one of these holes? And I think that's what he assumed, because you can see him start to go up this place, probably because he saw the water. So he probably thought that I went up the water and got to the surface. And it's not until he uses his ping that he suddenly turns around and comes after me. But yeah. See, he's looking up. He's looking up at the water because he thinks that I might have went up that way.
Oh my gosh.
Also, notice how I don't have, like, much of a pickaxe. So even if he found me in this little cave area, I don't think I could have lived by digging away. Because I was, like, running out of resources, and I don't think I would have lived.
Oh my gosh.
You're down there?
This is when I'm really happy with this pearl. I used the wind charge to boost myself. I thought this pearl would have been easier than it was, because I saw the trial chamber opening here, and I was like, ooh. But I know that generally speaking, when you're throwing a pearl, you have to aim higher than you'd expect. And that just takes practice. You just have to get used to that sort of distance to be good at pearling. And even still, I struggle every now and then, but my pearls have definitely gotten better since I've practiced. This pearl was just barely perfect, though. Like, it almost didn't work, but you can see the little netherrack there, and I just barely land on it.
I see you! I see you!
And again, the pearl doesn't do damage. Weird glitch, but whatever.
No. Oh!
Why do you have such few views? You're the best. Thank you. I feel like you're a little biased in that, but appreciate it.
Oh my god!
I'm not that good, alright? I'm not the best. See, those arrows should have been damaging him. With the updates to my code, it would damage him. And in fact, the headshots would deal more damage to him. So I probably could have killed him here with this update. But I was like, nah, I'm not sticking around for him to just punch me and me to die on 3.5 hearts. No, thank you.
Yes!
But then I realized, oh crap, there's still spawners in here. There's still mobs that can come kill me. So I almost died of this baby zombie, which was horrifying.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, like, look at that. I'm on 4 hunger, and I'm on 1.5 HP. This is when I think to myself, I'm dead. Like, this is when I feel utterly hopeless, because I'm like, what can I do in this situation? Literally, what can I do? I have 1 iron ingot. And what did I get that iron ingot from? Oh, I got it from I must have got it from, like, a zombie or something. There's a cut from here to here. Oh, Aiden hits me, that's right. Well, I think I got an iron ingot from a zombie, or I got it from some sort of loot. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I know that I spent some time in the trial chamber before going back to check on Aiden, because I actually escaped in the trial chamber for, like, maybe 5 minutes or so. Probably not. It's probably closer to like 2 or 1. It just felt like an eternity because I was terrified. But yeah, no, I spent a bit of time in the trial chamber before thinking to myself, wait, what if I can kill him and it turns the game around for me? What if I can kill him and take his stuff and maybe he has some food for me? So that's why I turned back to try to shoot at him with my crossbow. But yeah, so I'm trying to kill him here. But I realized, like, it's too finicky. The hitbox is too broken, and it's not letting me damage him. So I just give up because I realize he can probably hit me and kill me here. So I'm not gonna... That's not a risk I'm willing to take.
No, don't go in there, I can't get you from in there.
But yeah, like, you could see him even start to break blocks and explode me. And I do get damaged a decent amount from that. Like, ooh. I looked in all these dispensers. There were only snowballs. Like, there was nothing useful for me. So my only thoughts were, okay, well, there's water, so I could either try to swim up the water with very little hunger and possibly end up swimming the bad way, which is, you know, the ability... You can only swim fast when you're able to hold control and sprint while swimming. So I was really worried that if I tried to swim... and I don't have any food, what if Aiden comes after me right away and I just die? Like, what if he's already at the surface, or what if he's going to the surface and he catches up to me before I can get food? But then I remember there's a village at the surface. So, like, this section, I still feel kind of hopeless, but then I see some gravel and I have the idea, wait a minute, I have an iron ingot, so what if I just make flint and steel and go up to the surface? Because Aiden's stuck in that little netherrack, like, he's just kind of awkwardly stuck in that weird little spot, and he thinks that I'm making my way up to the surface. So what if I use that to my advantage and go back down to get flint for food?
You're in this little hidey hole.
What do I do? I don't... Like, what?
I was overwhelmed. I had no idea. I look at my inventory, it's completely cluttered, but the clutter is nothing that I need. It's no resources that I can use to get my health up. So guess I'm just boned.
What am I even supposed to do here? What do I do?
Come here. Come on.
I was really,
Oh my god.
I was really annoyed because I had all the pearls, all the blaze rods, and I was like, oh, well, this is the end. This is the end for me.
I'm really running out of options here.
And then I see the gravel. That's what changes the game for me. I land in that little one wide water, which I've gotten pretty good at landing in one wide water sources. What can I say? Lots of practice. It's not that impressive of a skill. You literally just have to play droppers. Now this was pure luck. This is what I mean by, like, I should not have lived. I should not have won this video because, like, look at this. He's crawling. First of all, that's a horrifying sight. That no is just a sheer, that is just out of sheer agony. Like, no, this is the end. This is the end. And then he hits me, and I survive on half a heart. And then he's trying to hit me. Like, you could see him trying to like mine and explode me, I think, but he's missing because I'm swimming back and forth so fast. And then eventually look at that. I'm running out of hunger too, and I think I run out of hunger while I'm swimming.
What the heck?
And you could hear that. Did you hear that? There's a skeleton arrow.
Anything. What the heck?
There's a baby zombie, a skeleton, and Aiden trying to kill me. Giant Aiden, a baby zombie, and a skeleton. While I'm swimming up on half a heart, I was so lucky. So incredibly lucky.
I can't reach you. Bro.
And by this point, I was out of sight. I love this song. When I was searching for music to use in this video, I was so happy when I found this. I knew right away that this song would fit perfectly. But yeah, like, I'm out of his range. He can't hit me. So by this point, he's just focusing on building up, which you can actually start to see him spamming blocks because it takes a lot of blocks to build up as a Titan.
Oh my gosh!
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. No,
Start to use the wind charges to my ability.
Let's go.
Dude, it takes so much to mine or block up.
Yeah, so like you can see that he has to kind of spam. He has to spam blocks to get up. That timing is terrifying. He's literally so close. He is so close. All he had to do was look up and see me, but he was still so focused on building and spamming the blocks, and because he has to aim pretty narrowly to be able to continue building up on the same plane of blocks. So like he's really focused on that plane because he doesn't want to mess up his blocks, right? He wants to get up as fast as possible. So he's, to his credit, he's playing well. Like, it's not like he's just going easy and being dumb and really bad at the game. He's actually quite good at the game. And I think that gets understated a lot in my videos because he's often, the funny, like, goofy, oh, stupid, I'm gonna go and kill myself in some dumb way guy. But to his credit, he kills me in a lot of outtakes. And not just when he's an overpowered Titan, like, in 5 Hunters, and all the way back to 3 Hunters, he killed me a lot in outtakes. So I just want to say for the record, Aiden is, like, he is a lot better at the game than he gets credit for. I think he also is kind of the punching bag for our friend group sometimes because it can just be kind of funny to make fun of him. But yeah. So I hit him there, and I think he didn't realize that he was crouching while he was building up. So when he jumped to build up some more, he like ground pounded his own blocks and went down again. Yeah, you could see it right there.
No, I keep falling down.
Yeah, no, I keep falling down. Yeah, so if it weren't for that, for him like accidentally ground pounding and me shooting him there, maybe, I don't know if me shooting him actually made a difference, but if it weren't for that, me being on 3 hunger bars and half a heart, I would not have even made it to the village in time to live. Like, he would have just seen me out in the open and I would have died.
I can't ping.
And on top of that, he can't ping because his ping isn't good to use yet.
Then it, like, go back down. Dude, this is a struggle.
Your ground.
That timing is horrifying. You see that timing of him turning his head slowly as I'm rounding the corner? Also, just for the record, he can't see my name tag. I'm too far away. So if you're wondering, oh, how come he doesn't just immediately know where you are when you're not even crouching here, it's because of that. It's because name tags have a range for rendering in.
Compound is working against you, huh?
Where's my echo shard?
But yeah, I'm like,
I don't know where you are. No, I can't.
my only hope is to get Flint and hope that he doesn't come to the village right away. And try to find some animals. But of course, there weren't a lot of animals in this village. And he destroyed all the hay already, so...
You're at the village. You trying to get some food, huh? I didn't leave any for you.
Oh, that's so scary. Him rounding the corner there. Me having to sprint.
I know you're at the village.
And I just barely get into the building in time.
I knew you were here somewhere.
No, stop.
What?
Oh my god.
So me, it's a little bit of acting there, right? Me being, oh no, you know, oh, please, oh, stop blowing me up. Because I'm trying to convince him that, right, that the area he's in is close enough for me to be panicking, right? So it's like...
I gotta be really close.
Yeah,
There's
so...
no more village for you, Eli.
And one thing that makes this whole moment even scarier, first of all, you know, I can't sprint at all. I'm on no health and I need to heal immediately. I need to find some sort of animal to eat. Not only that, but if he ground pounds and he's within 30 blocks of me, I either have to be holding my shield up to live, because I have to be blocking in order for that damage. Even though his ground pounds can be like 30 blocks away from me, they can still damage me. Even if they're very, very like microscopic amounts of damage, they still damage me. So you'll actually see that there's one really, really lucky moment. Like there's a couple here, but yeah. Hey, welcome Spadish FN.
Where are you? I'm gonna find ya.
So when he's focused over there, I'm like, okay, this is a window for me to sneak over here.
You gotta be here.
Because I see that there's more land up here that I can use as cover. So I figure, you know, I want to be in an area where there's more open cover, because eventually he's going to blow up this house. He's going to circle back. He's going to try to seek out all the places where I would naturally be hiding. So, yeah.
Did you go over here?
So you can hear him say, did you go over here? There's a couple houses over here.
Over here.
It's pretty quiet. It's buried in the very intense music that I had to blast over it.
Can't be.
This was terrifying. I see his head and I'm like, oh god, hide, 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 hide. And he ground pounds. Now notice that. Notice that timing of me putting my shield up. I see that he's about to ground pound. My shield is down. I put it up just in time to block that damage. It's so scary and so close. See, you can hear the sounds of the shield, you can hear that sound of the shield getting, like, slightly damaged, right? Because I'm still far enough away that it's not, like, doing insane damage to the shield like it was earlier, but I'm really, really close to death here. And I realize that he's gonna go around here and he's gonna see me, so I'm like, okay, I gotta take the risk of not blocking and digging. So it's like this whole moment was so close, insanely close.
Bro, you gotta be at these houses. You have to be. Oh my
Again,
god.
2.5 hunger. Like,
There's no more village left.
oh my
Why
god.
You're still here. Where are you?
This was also scary. So he uses the ping while he's like on this mountain. He was like kind of overlooking it, trying to look at the whole, like see if he's missing something, maybe some sort of clue of me digging in the wall or me digging somewhere. He was looking for clues is what he told me. But I mean, like this moment here, he was already on the mountain and he was far enough back that the ping was just pointing, like, it looked like it was pointing past the mountain, like it was going a little over. He thought I was either dug into the mountain and I was, like, down more, or maybe I had run out into the field. He didn't really expect me to be hugging the wall here.
Yeah, I know where you are.
I'm pretty happy with the music choices that I've picked because I mean I think they properly convey how I felt during all these moments. I mean, this was horrible. This was horrifying. So he starts digging down here, thinking that I might be in here. And just look at that. The very fact that he's angled away from me is what's saving me here. Because otherwise I probably wouldn't have been able to like move around here without being spotted, you know?
Where the heck are you?
So he's digging here and I block my shield.
Gosh.
But also, the explosions when you're mining aren't as big as the explosions when you do a ground pound. So I wasn't as worried about not shielding while he was mining.
Oh, you're here
It's more so the ground pounds.
Come here, Eli.
All he had to do was turn around, and I would have been... I just would have died there. Just dead. He's like getting his lava bucket out, like ready to, like if he digs into a hole or something that I'm in, he can just spam lava and I'm dead. Like, he was playing pretty ruthlessly.
Bro, what?
Did you hear that? The villager taking damage? Like he must have ground pounded without me realizing, and it had just been just far enough away to not hurt me or something. Oh no, he must have broken a block that hurt a villager actually, because he was still close enough that would have killed me if it was a ground pound.
This way?
See, then he's like, did you go this way? Because he, you know, the ping was pointing down toward the mountain, so he thought maybe I had gone past it, and maybe he was wrong about me digging into the mountain.
Where the heck?
Welcome back.
You can't be far.
So yeah, you know, he says you can't be far. He knows that I'm close by, like that I can't have gone too far from when it last pinged. But he's a little confused, rightfully so, because the ping only shows you where I'm at for a certain amount of time, and he's not used to being able to detect elevation, right? Because with a compass, you only have the horizontal tracking, you don't have the vertical. So for this, it makes it a little easier for me in the sense that he can... Why have you guys kept asking about doomsday plans? This is just about the doomsday SMP thing that I joined, a couple of years back. It's nothing. I'm not some guy who wears a tinfoil hat, ready for the apocalypse. Okay, it's for Minecraft. All right. But yeah, I thought he might see me here. I thought he would notice the cobblestone, but I guess it kind of makes sense that he wouldn't notice the cobblestone because, like, it's cobblestone, and when you're so incredibly massive, it's hard to tell apart stone from cobblestone. And it's, you know, that's just the fact of the matter. He's so big that the amount of blocks he's taking in at all times is like, it's pretty big. I'm pretty sure if I were to just take off my diamond chestplate and like crouch up against a stone wall, it would still be pretty hard for him to spot me. But yeah, this was a really, really close call. So I'm in my mind, I'm like, it's now or never. He is eventually going to pinpoint my location, and eventually the ping is going to be out of its cooldown. The 2 minutes passes, and he can track exactly where I am, and I'm just going to be dead. I blocked my shield there. You see that? So I'm blocking my shield here, and you can hear the sound when he ground pounds. Oh my god. If I was facing the other way, or if I didn't have my shield up, I would have died immediately there. I'm pretty sure. So...
Oh, there's lava.
I'm taking a risk, and then once he says there's lava, that's when I realize, like, oh, this might be my only chance. I think I'm just completely and utterly screwed if I don't go for it now. I don't even have an axe, so I'm like, I've got to, like, jump over the fence and commit to it fully.
There's lava. Oh my god.
Like, imagine I messed that up and I placed the flint on the fence. Can you imagine that if that's how I die from taking fire tick to messing up my flint and steel? Like, watch this. I had to jump to place it. Like, I was really close to even just messing that up there.
Oh my gosh.
And look, the only thing stopping that cow from going into the water is that other cow. This is sometimes the luck it takes in a manhunt to get a good video. It's just the truth. So you have to spend countless hours until you get stuff like this that are just circumstances entirely out of your control in order to get any sort of video. It's ridiculous. It's why I spread my videos out so much, because it's really hard to get good videos.
It's clobbering time.
See, look at that. He's like spinning around trying to get in the water. And then that's when I realize Aiden's seen me, because he goes, it's clobbering time. Or maybe he hasn't seen me yet.
Cool down. I don't even know where you are.
Oh yeah, no, he didn't know yet. Never mind. But I thought he saw me because I was like, oh god. Oh
You
no.
can literally be anywhere.
And then that was another one, that cow. I was able to knock him away from the water. There's a cut there, which kind of annoys me, but I had to do it for pacing. But like that cow also, I remember having to like hit him out of the way of the water. I think I even hit him like across the water. But I lucked out that he dropped however many beef he did.
But cool down. I don't even know where you are anymore. You can literally
Yeah,
be anywhere.
like I had to drop my cobblestone to even pick that up. There's a lot of cuts. This manhunt, I wanted to make as concise as possible. I thought it was going to be a 30-minute manhunt after our first recording session. But no, boy was I wrong, because this whole section was so suspenseful I had to keep a lot of it in. But yeah. The other thing too, I should have already eaten by now, but I thought I had to focus entirely on hiding. Like, you can see my panic here. You can see me realizing he's about to see me. Like, the shakiness of my mouse. Now, this is when I'm like, oh, like, okay, I should eat now. But I almost died because of this. I almost made a huge mistake here. Eating ground pounds while I'm not blocking. And you could see that it damages me, which means it did like 0.5 damage or whatever it was. I was on half a heart. It's the same thing that I survived on in like my 400 grand finale. It is insanely lucky. Insanely, like, I mean, I guess granted, it happens pretty often in PvP Legacy. Like, PvP servers, it's bound to happen when you play more. Because the more you play, the more likely you are to survive on like 0.1 health. It just happens. But like that was incredibly lucky. Like, I cannot state enough. I should have died there. That's why my reaction was so insane there. And you might not have caught that the first time watching, but that should have been death right there.
My gosh!
I gotta be close.
And then he pings me, and I'm like, I've got to just get this cow and run.
Where you are? Hey, buddy. Oh,
This is the worst possible situation to be in.
My gosh!
On low health, or, okay, not low health, but like low hunger, and like barely any food. At this point, I just have to hide again and hope he doesn't find me, because this is such an open area. There's no forest for me to escape to. I was terrified. I even like mess up the scaffolding clutch.
Oh my god!
Embarrassing. And then the Enderman was mad at him, which is kind of a funny distraction, because Endermen do still do a decent amount of, like, they do a heart of damage when you're a Titan still. Because even with Resistance 4, I mean, no armor, because his armor kept breaking throughout the video. It still does a decent amount of damage, so I think he had to, like, ground pound it and kill it or something. But this is where my shield breaks. Now, there's a pretty, like, a decent-sized cut here. And this is where people, like, were rightfully suspicious, and they reached out to me and were like, hey, we need you to address these allegations. And so this was the moment I wanted to touch on, because here, I'm just going to let it play out first, and then I'll go back and sort of talk about it a little more.
oh, the Enderman is mad at me.
My shield breaks, I pearl away,
I'm a squashy like a little.
the ground pound puts me down to a heart and a half, and then I pearl away, but you see a different ground pound here. Right? So the reason for that is because this section here, I throw the pearl, he ground pounds me, and then pretty much what happens is, like, I have to do a cut, because pearls pearls teleport you in the direction that you're looking. So notice how I'm looking at Aiden, or no, I'm looking away from Aiden because I'm running away. So I'm looking down to the left, but when the pearl lands, I'm looking up. That's because I cut the area of the pearl. I cut that so that pretty much it wouldn't be me pearling, looking at a wall for like a solid 2 seconds, and then turning and looking at him, because it's dumb. It doesn't fit the vibe of the video. It doesn't fit the urgency. So I actually made a cut there to pretty much immediately show Aiden. And that's where I did some audio manipulation, because I realized, well, not everybody's going to see that I threw that pearl. It was a pretty fast pearl if you watch it. Like, I didn't even want Aiden to know that I pearled. So I flick my mouse. See? He breaks my shield. I do that, and then I switch back to my sword in the hopes that Aiden won't notice. But since the pearl was kind of a flick, it was fast enough that I was like, oh, well, watching it back, I don't know if people will catch on to the fact that I pearled. They might just be like, what? Why did he just cut to him suddenly being so far away? So in order to combat any confusion there, I did the same thing that I do with first-time reactions, where I took the audio from the pearl and I delayed it to match up with this cut. So that's where, like, it's a little weird, because you're seeing, in the time span of 2 ground pounds, you're seeing what looks like one spliced and combined with another. It looks like the ground pounds are 1 ground pound, when in reality, it's 2 separate ground pounds, but they're edited to look like one. And like I said, the only reason I did that is because I wasn't happy with how long I was looking down and like at a wall after the pearl landed. It looked weird, and it didn't fit the pacing for the video. So that's where, like, it's easy to understand when I really talk about it. But also, yeah, there was also the pearl issue. Like this moment was already scuffed as is, because that, you know, his ground pound did 2.5 hearts. Well, pearls normally do 2.5, so I should have died even when the pearl landed. The only reason I didn't is for the same reason that the pearls didn't do damage earlier in the video, because the code was broken, which is really annoying. But at the same time, I mean, it did end up making a pretty cool video. But that's why it's like, I'm not too proud of the outcome of this video. Like, I'm proud of how entertaining it turned out to be. I'm proud of how I edited it. But I feel like it's not the outcome, it should have been Aiden won. That's the truth. It should have been that Aiden won this video, because there were too many extenuating circumstances that should have resulted in him technically winning. So that's why it's like, I don't feel great about it, but, you know, whatever. It turned out to be a good video, so I'm happy about that. There's another cut here. I backtrack and go in the water. I didn't realize this until editing, that this was actually the same spot at the very beginning of the video where I was crouching and Aiden pinged me, and then I like swam away. You could see the same crafting table from the beginning of the video. So like, I really didn't travel very far during the whole video, because I mean, this was right back at home.
Gosh. Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
You could see the water being grabbed there, because Aiden used a bucket close by. And I could see him through the water. That was scary.
Somewhere.
I was so distracted by Aiden that I didn't realize I was drowning.
Here somewhere.
Oh.
Did you go in the ocean?
Oh my gosh.
I can't use my ping. The stupid cooldown.
So that's why I'm glad that and you can hear Aiden saying, "Why did you make the cooldown so long?" But like, if I didn't make it so long, it would have been completely imbalanced, and he would have just won immediately. Like, I wouldn't have posed even the slightest threat.
It's so long.
So I'm glad that I did that. But yeah, like, you could see me mining this iron. I even throw away my pickaxe to pick up the iron, because I'm like, it's my only chance, right? I have to get another shield, and I threw out my iron earlier on accident, so I need this iron, like, desperately to get a shield. So I'm just living life on edge here. This whole time I'm on very little food, no shield now. All he needs to do is catch me out in the open and ground pound me, and I'm just instantly dead. Like,
You're here somewhere.
but he's digging like a little above me, And I think he was facing the other way, which is why he didn't see my name tag right away. Yeah, see, you could see him facing the other direction a little bit. Because he saw... But yeah, I kind of, with that acting of me being, oh, stop, no, I kind of reinforce his idea of, oh, he must be, like, near the shore here. Which, in my mind, keeps him there for longer. It keeps him digging in that same spot because he thinks that he's onto something. But yeah, so I am locked in. Like, I'm crafting and doing stuff as fast as I can. And then he spots me and I'm like, oh, this is bad. The ground pound.
Oh my gosh!
Hi, buddy.
Oh,
Dude, there's no way you're gonna kill
that was a good hit.
Just give up now.
Oh my gosh!
And then I flick and do another pearl here.
No, the ground pound.
Or, no, not yet.
What? No, where'd you go? Get the water, get the water.
Like, look at how much damage that does. I'm already really, really low. And my shield, look at how low my shield is. The shield that I just crafted like a minute ago, remember that? Yeah, well, look at it now. My shield breaks, and my pearl lands. When did I pearl? Oh, that's when I pearled. So Aiden doesn't even notice that I pearl. Lucky for me. So he breaks my shield, and you could see he actually is facing the opposite direction. Like, before my pearl lands, you can actually see that he turns to look the other way. Like, he's looking at me from this angle, which means that when my pearl lands, he's facing away from me. He's trying to find me there. Which is really lucky for me because, you know, I'm down to my last steak, so I've got to get more food, and what do you know, there just happened to be some fish nearby.
Wait. I looked away. Where did you go? Bro, I actually looked
So
away for 1
I
second.
turn around to get the fish. I turn back to the danger to get the fish because I'm like, this is my only hope. I'm like, I've got to hope I can get some fish and dig away and smelt
You're in
it.
the ocean.
Otherwise, I'm dead.
Hi, buddy.
Oh my gosh! You can delete all the water!
Just taunting you. This is
Oh.
funny.
Here's another fun fact. So there's a cut there, but one thing you might notice
You're in
here
the ocean.
when he's taking chunks of water. Watch this.
Hi, buddy.
He'll take another chunk here. Watch. Okay.
Gosh!
See how there's some water in front of me here? That's because for some reason it didn't clear water if the water had like kelp on it. So it would clear the kelp itself, but then it wouldn't clear the water. So that's another bug I had to fix where weirdly enough he would be trying to pick up water and it just sometimes wouldn't pick up the water, which was annoying. So that's another little bug that I had to fix. But yeah.
Just taunting you. This is kind of funny.
Yeah, so he could have ground pounded me here. It was his own hubris here. Like, he just wanted to taunt me because it was funny to him seeing me just, like, getting, you know, picked out of the water by just picking up all the water in huge chunks. Which, I mean, to be fair, I probably would have wanted to taunt a little there, too. Because it's like, well, I'd win. This is it. All right, see ya.
What are you gonna do now?
But then he doesn't notice that I turn around and I double back and dig away
What are you gonna do?
until
Look at
too
all these
late.
fish. Wait, where'd you go?
Oh my
Where
gosh!
the heck did you go?
I'm on my last limb
No, you're
here.
down there?
Like, barely enough resources to do what I
you're
want.
dumb. You can get away so easily. You just gotta bury in a hole. Burrow. What?
Oh, but
Oh my gosh!
yeah, see, like, seeing him through that hole is also terrifying.
Dude, you have no idea. This actually sucks.
Oh
Like,
yeah, tell me about it.
I'm not throwing. Like, seriously, like, you can only do so much when you're this big.
He's right,
Are you
and
seriously
that is on
dumb?
purpose.
I don't want to go down there again. I can't ever do anything.
So you can really hear him taking out his frustration because he's right. Being a Titan is pretty infuriating, actually. I tried it just to test it out with, like, Aiden and Wyatt, and I tried being the Titan myself. It can be really frustrating because you're so big that squeezing into tight spaces can feel impossible. And it's like, especially in the Nether, you have to do so much abusing the crawling mechanic by placing blocks awkwardly to like move your hitbox. It's really weird being a giant, but it works out to make a good video from my perspective. It's not quite the same for him. And I feel that pain because, I mean, as you can see, it's really, really hard from my perspective, but it's also really hard for him. I might make a video from my perspective as a Titan at some point. Okay, that was just plain stupid.
You gotta be all the way down. Where are you? Oh my gosh. There's a cave here. You gotta be here.
Yeah, so his explosions barely don't kill me here. And I see the skeleton, so I actually go into this little side cave here. Like that, there's a decent cut there where I go into that little side hole and then I start digging up there. And then I end up in this weird little cave and I don't know. I had to do more cutting here than I would have liked to because it feels weird that one of his, like when he ground pounds, it does damage to me and then it puts me down to half a heart and then I cut around a bunch to me digging away. Like it feels weird because it's like, well, if he was close enough for his mining to do damage to me or for his ground pound to damage me, then how did I escape here without getting damaged? And the answer to that is, well, I got lucky. He could have mined, and if he mined and just happened to mine closer to me, it could have killed me. But the truth is, it didn't because I was digging up in just the right way that he couldn't, I guess, damage me. And I chalk a lot of that up to luck, but I also chalk it up to the fact that I was using the auditory signals to my advantage a lot. Like, I was listening for the explosions and trying to gauge how far away they are. And, you know, like, I was, like, in-game, I was turning my head to try to gauge how close that explosion is and, like, moving side to side a little bit just to try to get as far away from it as possible while I'm on my way up. But since Aiden dug into a cave while he was digging in the direction that the ping pointed me to, he stayed down here a lot longer than he should have. He assumed that I was going to stay underground for a bit longer. Truth is, I only went down to smelt my food and to smelt some other stuff, but then I had to leave my furnaces behind because he damaged me while I was dealing with that creeper, and then there was a skeleton. I was like, I cannot stick around and go back and get those furnaces I placed earlier. I have to make a new one. So I just abandoned those furnaces down there and had to use new ones on the surface. Because I was like, okay, my only chance to live is probably to go back up. So he knows that I'm going up, but he thinks I'm still in that cave.
Over here.
Which is...
sucks because you can't ground pound into the wall. You can only go down.
He has a point.
Lucky for me.
We're just over here.
Being unable to
Cool down.
ground pound into the wall.
All these groups agree.
Ah, stupid ads.
New lottery funds for Minnesota's
I'm
great
paying
outdoors.
myself.
Critical funding to protect our parks and trails, wildlife and drinking water. with
Yeah.
no new taxes. Vote yes
Wow.
and keep the lottery working for our great outdoors.
Alright.
Where did you go? You're
Moving
down here. I
on.
know you are. You won't go back on the surface because I can kill you.
So that
There's a
was
cave.
terrifying. Seeing Aiden's head there, seeing Aiden's head poking out there, and then him saying like, "Oh, you won't go on the surface because I'll kill you there."
Keep like mining.
Oh my
You could be
god, I
anywhere.
can't believe I did that.
Literally anywhere. You could be anywhere right now.
All these stupid skeletons.
My saving grace,
Armor broke. I didn't even realize.
and you can hear me lying about there being skeletons just to try to keep him underground.
Oh, you're up higher.
But that's when he
my
realizes.
gosh.
That's when he realizes.
I'm gonna find you. You're not on the surface though.
And I actually-
it just pointed up a little bit.
I actually decided on making 2 shields there because I figured it would come in handy later,
Because I have no idea where you are. Are you on the surface?
and it did.
Leave me alone.
No.
You can see him in the distance.
Being here is to kill you. Oh, you're over there. What? You're already going to the portal, aren't you? You're probably already freaking.
Oh my god.
I think it's Atmos. Yeah, Caleb, he commented on the thinking there was a zombie titan too. I like that comment. That's pretty funny.
You're at this boat.
Yeah, you're right. The perspective makes it look like the giant is a giant, or the zombie is a giant.
Oh my gosh.
There's nothing else over here. Nope, you're not there.
Oh yeah. So I'm being very careful here because I know that he could see me. So I cut out quite a bit of it, but there was a lot of me like hiding under the water and crouching and like losing a lot of air and then just waiting until the last second to go back up and get some air. There was a lot of that during this time while Aiden was like inspecting that shipwreck. But yeah. And then I found a dolphin. So
Oh my gosh.
so this is where you can see him in a boat, which is pretty funny that he you can see how ridiculous it looks, him sitting and butt scooting across the water.
Oh my gosh.
I knew these chunks were loading awfully slow.
The fact that the pearl that it pointed directly to him
Hey, buddy.
is so like it's so bad for me. So I decided to lure him into the forest, just so that I can kind of, because I figure forest is a good way to escape him, because he can't hit me and do much to me directly, because even ground pounding on the treetops, it does damage to me, but it's not nearly as much as like if I was just in a plains biome.
To see what I look like, and now I don't know where you are.
Curiosity
You're
killed
somewhere.
the cat.
Dude, I need to. Okay, I'm done playing around. As soon as I see you, I'm going full force on you.
I was only half trying. Okay, it is literally right here.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my gosh!
so this was after I fixed the issue with the kelp. So because we had a break in recording sessions, but I couldn't figure out the pearl stuff in that time, annoyingly. Still though, yeah, so I fixed the kelp thing, which made for this really funny moment of like Aiden parting the Red Sea, as somebody put it. Like, it's pretty funny.
Hello.
But yeah, so he's just like,
Nothing you can do
my
now,
gosh.
buddy.
Oh!
and he reveals it. That's right. He reveals the stronghold, which is awesome.
Yes!
You're somewhere.
Oh no! Stop!
How
Stop!
you doing, buddy?
And he was breaking so many blocks that I kid you not, there was like a swarm of silverfish. Like there were at least like 10, 15, maybe 20 even that were crowded around here. And he ground pounded, and I think him ground pounding actually kind of saved me in a way. Yeah, because he killed a bunch of them there.
Oh my gosh!
And
Silverfish!
there's a cut here. He breaks my shield. I go to this water, and then I go in my inventory and pull out pearls because I see there's more on this side. And I'm like, you know what? There's a door there. Maybe I can just go and hide and get to a bigger part of the stronghold. Because what you don't see is that I already explored a decent chunk of the stronghold that's behind me already. So I'm like, you know what? I probably have better odds of finding it either here or here. So I decided to pearl here with the thought that, hey, I can get away from him and hopefully take cover enough to heal and then keep searching for the portal. So yeah, like
he broke your helmet, but it's just you're so far away from me.
I think he did break my helmet. He said he thought he broke my, yeah, he did. See, you can see my armor go down.
Silverfish!
So yeah, I pearl.
Oh my gosh!
See, that arrow should have damaged him, but it didn't.
So far away from
Which is
me.
dumb.
Wait, where'd you go? Where the heck did you go? Did you burrow? What
Yeah.
the heck?
So I hide away.
Stop burrowing, dude!
I find a golden apple, which is really lucky. You know, that's, hey, at this point I'm thinking I'll take it. That is exactly what I need.
Gosh.
Dude!
But
I
yeah,
don't even know if I have enough pearls to enter the end now.
I thought I'd take the
Funny.
chest plate because his ground pounds deal so much damage. You never know what you're gonna need.
Oh!
And then I got
Yes!
so lucky that I found a 3-eye. I was so happy.
It's actually a 3-eye. Oh
What?
my god.
I love this song too. This music here.
See ya!
No.
See ya, Aiden!
Oh, I
guess
love
I'm
it so
gonna
much.
actually do it.
No, what?
Oh my
There's
gosh.
no way!
Oh
This was more intense than I can even verbalize.
I'm actually gonna beat
Oh
you
my
as a
God.
titan.
I see lava.
So
Oh my gosh.
There's nothing you can do now,
This is so
boy.
and you might be wondering, why did I craft a helmet out of leather instead of iron? It's because I wanted to make sure I had enough for shields just in case, because I was terrified that maybe I would, die because of the fact that I run out of shields in the end. The one place where I can't dig and hide, because it's like, well, if I'm trying to dig away and hide, he can still kill me with the ground pound. The truth is, they still do a decent amount of damage that he can just tick away at my health when I don't have a shield. So I knew I had to conserve as much iron as I could, because I wasn't going to get any more of it.
Oh, you're here.
What is this?
So I jump onto the side of the tower because I'm like, okay, he's going to see me. I need to stay out of his sight as long as I can.
Kill the dragon before you do.
No, you can't, because that makes you lose.
Wait, what? No.
Which made for some risky jumps here, but...
You can't do
Because I didn't even have my cobwebs out yet.
Wait, it barely breaks the end stone. End stone is so blast resistant.
Yes.
No. Where'd you go?
I actually didn't code that intentionally. I forgot that they have blast resistance, so it just worked out that it was coded in a way that allowed for that blast resistance to be effective. So end stone, it's harder for him to break, which means maybe I could dig away. That's when I had the thought, well, hey, if I have to, maybe I can. And that was a little bit of a saving grace.
Give me away. Give me away. Oh, Eli.
Oh, I hate this so much. This makes me cringe so bad. I messed up a cobweb clutch, one of the easiest clutches.
So much scarier.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's just a big old arena.
Where are you, dude? Oh, wait, no. I just broke it.
Oh, and the dragon breath almost knocks me into the void.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm about to find out.
Yeah, so he knows exactly where I am now, and he's really, really close. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to get around this tower and hopefully make him question where I went, and then dig into the wall. So my plan was to get around this tower and then dig in the wall so that he thinks maybe I purled onto the tower. Maybe I purled on top of the tower, or I'm hiding somewhere on the side of it. I wanted to make him kind of be risky by going toward the void, but at the same time, I had to risk my own safety for that. So I knew I had cobwebs. I knew I'd be able to do a clutch if I needed to. I still wasn't exactly prepared for what that would look like, so it was horrifying.
I see your name tag.
I was doing pretty good with these jump around, like these Neo sort of jumps. Oh, that moment. The reaction there. The sheer scream. That no. Oh my.
How did you survive that? Oh my gosh. Survive that. Oh my gosh.
And I'm thinking during the pressure of this moment, I have to go down lower so that he doesn't like blow me off the edge. And I'm realizing, okay, well, cobwebs are a good thing to be in because it means I can be safe so that if he tries to ground pound me, there's more of a likelihood of him killing himself on accident than him killing me, because the obsidian is in the way just properly that, like, I think it's around a corner. So if he tries to like ground pound from up there on that corner, the obsidian is going to block him from actually breaking those cobwebs from the blast. So I have the thought, what if I go down to the bottom of the tower and try to get him to kill himself? It's not exactly what ended up happening, but it kind of worked.
Dragon's shooting me. Oh, I can't.
So he's on this little ledge and he ground pounds, and I think he accidentally like blasts himself off of the edge, which I didn't see that coming. I thought he would like build out maybe a little bit and maybe I could shoot him off with my crossbow. But no, it was his own ground pound. He fell to his own hubris. It was his Achilles heel. You can see him like kind of like spinning around with his mouse a little bit just because like the panic of the scenario. I just want to go back and watch this because this whole moment is so crazy. I love it.
Hey, buddy. No! Oh, what? How did you survive that? Oh my gosh! Survive that? Oh my dragon's shooting me. The dragon's shooting me. Oh, I can't.
My gosh. Go gosh!
This
Oh my gosh!
I don't even know how to explain this. The amount of like catharsis I felt during this moment was so cool. Like it was this surreal feeling of like I might actually win this because Aiden's back at spawn and all I have to do now is kill the dragon.
No way, I'm
So in my
getting
mind
back.
I win,
Oh, wait.
right? I win.
I forgot.
But no, it's not over yet
Oh my
I can get back.
because of how fast
I
he
can get
is.
back. I just gotta remember where it goes.
He's able to get back.
Oh no!
I can't get back.
Okay, I gotta go
Oh,
fast.
this is too good. This is
Come
too
on.
good for me.
Come on, come on!
Oh my goodness.
Yes! Is that all of them? I think that's all of them.
Oh no.
Oh, come on!
Oh, that's another funny thing that you might not have realized actually. At some point I think Aiden even mentions it, but he accidentally blew up one of the crystals because he mined a block that was nearby one. I think he was gonna like he was gonna break the cage and replace it with like cobblestone or something to make it harder for me to get into, but or to like shoot at it. But I think he broke a block and it blew up the crystal, which is kind of funny. So yeah, anyways, that's just kind of a fun fact.
No way you make it back in time. Even as a giant, you have to travel like 1,000. Oh, I guess that's not that far actually.
Yeah, you can hear me doing a double take like, oh, even as a giant, you have to travel like 1,000 blocks. And then I was like, oh, then again, that's really not that far. And sure enough, he's already back in the water approaching the stronghold.
Oh my gosh, come on. What? Why did it fly away so fast?
Yeah, that dragon was really mean to me. And you could see, it's kind of hard to see, but he actually has a chest here. See, he has a chest right there. So he did set aside some stuff for him before entering the end the first time, just in case. But he didn't have any armor. And I guess you figure, as a Titan, do you really need armor? I mean, probably not really, you know? If you're practically invincible, if you have constant resistance 4, yeah, you're almost unbeatable. I think the only thing he had in there was like maybe some bread.
My gosh!
This clutch was pretty crazy too, because like the dragon, I hit the dragon on my way down. Oh my god.
Just let me kill it. This would be so crazy to win this.
Yeah, so he had resistance 4. So actually me killing him at the beginning with that bow, that was really lucky because he must have already been low, having not been able to eat, because I don't think he prepared food before like tunneling down to me at the start. So that's where you notice that he gets a little more cautious about food as the video goes on. But anyways,
No. Hey, buddy! What do you mean? You are not here. What? Oh!
the panic I felt during this whole moment was so scary.
The ground pound is so scary. It's like an instant kill.
There's no.
Wait, having resistance 4 is the same as having full diamond? Really? I never knew that. Huh. Well, on top of that, earlier in the video, he had full diamond. It just broke because, you know, when you're a Titan, all these little mobs will attack you and they peck away at the damage or the durability of your stuff. So it's like, similarly to how my durability was struggling a lot throughout this video because he could destroy my shield super easily, my armor was getting damaged by all the explosions. Similarly, he had to deal with another issue of he has to get a lot of food because he's massive and he's taking all this damage. What I will say is there is something that spices up food in the next challenge, in the next video for Titan. So stay tuned because it gets interesting. That's for sure. There's just because it might feel like you've learned everything there is to learn about being a Titan from this video. No, I've coded so many more features that it's like practically a new game. So on top of the ground pounds and everything, I made it way harder for myself, which is, I know I'm going to regret it, but at the same time, I know it's going to make for better videos. So it's, you know, it's a double-edged sword.
Nothing you can do. Oh my gosh.
Did you just hurt the dragon?
No. Oh no.
So he's accidentally hurting the dragon a little bit, which is what leads him to resorting a little more to punching whenever he thinks the dragon could swoop in. He's a little more wary of that. So you'll see he focuses more on punching me because he remembers, you know, punching me does a lot of knockback. So he uses that to his advantage and he almost kills me because of it.
No! Your hits knocked me so
Look at-
far!
So there's some pretty big cuts here, but yeah. So he damages me, and I pull the pearls out and pearl clutch here, which is pretty cool. And you'll notice that pearl actually did damage. So like I said, every now and then it would just fix itself, which is weird. But anyways,
I forgot you can pearl what to do. There's like nowhere to.
that whole section, that's a huge cut. I wanted to include so much more of this moment in my video, but I just couldn't. For the pacing of the video, it just didn't make sense to include more. So this whole section here, Aiden's ground pounding to me, and I hide. There's a little nook there, and I actually hid in there, and Aiden couldn't see me, so he was digging away at me, and I actually crouched with my shield up until I found another Enderman, and I think I already had a pearl. Yeah, I already had a pearl, and then I used that pearl to go here, and you'll notice I already had a pearl when I pearled, so like, you'll see. So yeah, see, I throw the pearl, but I already have I have another pearl. That's because I killed an Enderman on this little ledge that I'm standing on, but I had to cut it because it felt too jarring to include it in the video. And the way the music lined up, it's similar to my 4 Hunter videos where like there's a lot of times where I have to make cuts where I don't necessarily want to, but for the pacing of the video I have to because it just doesn't work otherwise. So yeah, you'll notice that I pearl, I get back here. Aiden's still focused on here. This is probably my favorite moment of my experience in the video because it sums up the whole vibe of the video of Aiden not being able to track me every 2 minutes. So he has to resort to just assuming that I'm in a similar area to where I already was when he last saw me. It's so funny because like, yeah, I mean, you see that pattern again and again in this video of, you know, me being stealthy. And I love that because it's not often in Manhunt that you see stealth being used to its fullest potential. I think this game mode truly brings out the best of the stealth in this game because it forces you to be sneaky and to manipulate and to lie a lot more. But then he uses it and sees me again, which makes this last sprint with the dragon perching and Aiden ground pounding me makes it so intense because it's like, who's going to win? Am I going to get too greedy and try to kill the dragon too soon and then just die because I'm not holding my shield up? Or am I going to get lucky and Aiden's not able to get me before I kill the dragon?
I escaped without you even noticing.
You cannot kill this dragon.
Gosh!
There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can
This was just so dramatic.
except take
Like my shield is almost broken. He hits me into the dragon, but I get really lucky and don't get sent flying.
Bye, Eli. It was nice knowing you. No.
And I killed, or I think technically, the reason it spazzed out is because I was actively hitting the dragon and then Aiden ground pounded it. So I think for some reason the game messed it up and like registered an extra. I have no idea why that happened. That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, that it gave me the advancement twice. Which is kind of funny, but yeah.
No.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
No.
Twice, what?
I love how quickly it goes from me celebrating to me questioning that. Like,
Didn't say it twice.
No.
Apparently I did it twice. I double
I
win.
hate you. I hate you. How did you win?
Gosh, that was the most insane.
How?
yeah. So anyways, that is Minecraft Speedrunner versus Titan without the $1 million rig and the random anonymous person who tries to hunt me down. Yeah, so in my opinion, I prefer mine so far to Dreams for the simple fact that mine has personality. It allows the Titan to be known as a person who you are familiar with, rather than just some anonymous random person who this might be speculation, but I kind of think it might be Captain Sparkles after watching Dreams. I just get that vibe, you know? Captain Sparkles, he laughs in a certain way, and it's just, I don't know. But I'd be curious to know who you guys think it might be. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope that you were able to enjoy my little sort of analysis of this. I wanted to get Aiden on for this, but he worked today. He's working, so it's like I would, but I can't. It's annoying. Gross. Why is it showing me gross ads? What? Ugh. Wow, Minecraft Speedrunner versus Fatso. That looks like a great stream. I wonder... Oh, wow. Huh. Thank you all for tuning in. I do appreciate it very much. I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm missing. I think I really covered everything. I did a lot of stopping and starting because, I mean, here we are. It's been, what, two-hour stream. Wow. Yeah, and Leah did text me, actually, during the stream saying that she's picking up her cat today, which is awesome. She's getting a cat, so she can't hang out. But on the bright side, I guess that does mean I could stream for a little longer if you guys want. It's really up to you, you know. How much you've had of me today, I wouldn't be surprised if you're like, no, get out of here. I hate you. End stream. But I mean, hey, I would totally be down to do something else. It would probably just have to be more of a reaction thing. I don't know if I'm really down to play much. Ooh. Maybe as a bonus for you guys that have tuned in, maybe I can show a little bit of a spoiler of some of the features of the Titan stuff after the update. Huh? How do we feel about that? When is the next vid coming out? It's a good question, Brandon Densmore. It's probably going to be... Honestly, we did some recording yesterday, and we're doing a little more recording probably some other time this week. Either tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday, we are going to record more, and I'm hoping that I'll have enough time to then edit pretty quickly and turn around the video soon enough. So if I had to guess, it's probably not going to be until either Sunday or early next week, maybe later. If it turns out that we can't record or recording goes horribly wrong and I die and we have to start from the beginning, then there's a chance that it might take longer than that. And if that happens, it could end up being like a week later. But I'm hoping it won't come to that. I'm going to do everything in my power to survive and make this current take work. Current take is crazy, by the way, for the next Titan video. It's Speedrunner versus 2 Titans. And I guess I'll spill the beans a little bit now that the cat's out of the bag. It's Wyatt and Aiden. So can't remember the last video I did with just Wyatt and Aiden. In fact, I don't think I've done any videos with just Wyatt and Aiden. I think it's always been Wyatt, Aiden, and Jack. But hey, I mean, this is going to be a fun pairing because Aiden and Wyatt are like besties. They are in love with each other. So it's like, you know, it's a pretty fun video so far. Aiden sort of having to teach his Titan ways to Wyatt as he goes. And also them both learning some new stuff because there are some new things that have been coded into the game. And I'm really excited to show you. In fact, you know what? Maybe I will pull it up. Maybe I'll pull it up a little bit here. I could do a little close-up. How do we like that? I've never done this before. I've never actually used this on a stream, I don't think. But I'm going to do this while I quickly pull it up. Because I think I want to show you some of the cool stuff I coded. It's really... I'm happy with it. It's still a little finicky. Like, I definitely have to fix a couple things yet. Like, one of the big things is... it doesn't work properly with one of the major features... because I didn't account for 2 people. I coded it for 1 Titan instead of for infinite Titans. Any ideas where you'll go after the Titan video? Well, I'm probably going to prioritize 5 Hunters after that, because 5 Hunters has been kind of pushed to the side for a little bit, just because with the newness of college, my friends are also kind of balancing stuff with their schedule. And also, I don't want to only ever record Manhunt when I'm hanging out with my friends. Like, I've enjoyed recently being able to play some other games with them, like Lethal Company, just for fun. instead of just stressing everybody out and being like, hey, anytime we're all free and available to hang out, it has to be Manhunt. It cannot be any other game and just relaxing. And also there's some truth to the some truth to the fact that I also get stressed out when I'm overwhelming myself with Manhunt. I've found that it's not very healthy for me mentally to try and grind away at Manhunt consistently. It's good, but it's best when I have breaks, because I think there was a point when I was doing Manhunts where it felt like I wasn't a friend. It felt like I wasn't being a friend to my friends. Like I was not treating them properly, and like I was like, pretty much only ever, I guess, using their time for my own benefit. And the truth is, I hated that, because the truth is they're my best friends and I love spending time with them. And there was this kind of point in my life where it's like I was only ever spending my time with Leah or recording for Manhunt or working or doing school. And it's like that got to be pretty unhealthy to the extent where it's like I wasn't enjoying Manhunt. There was, I think, 4Hunter Rematch was sort of the best showcase of that time, that sort of phase where 4Hunters and 4Hunter Rematch, I just wasn't really happy doing Manhunt as much. The grand finale, though, that one I was able to have fun with. And I think part of that is just because it was a grand finale and it was easier for us to push off any idea of doing future Manhunts far into the future, because it's like, hey, grand finale, guys, this is the last one, right? I don't want to only ever stress you guys out with Manhunt. I want to be able to play some new games with you and actually have fun with you instead of run from you and be scared of my life anytime I'm playing with you. So it's like this sort of weird, I don't know, it's this weird thing where like I had to figure out a way to balance it a little better in my life. Do you think Aiden will eventually get good at Minecraft? That is crazy. That is crazy. Nah. Yeah, Aiden has improved a lot. Have you seen the 4Hunter grand finale? Did you see what he did? Did you see him killing the dragon before me? That was the play of the plays, the play of centuries. And that made that probably my favorite video on my entire channel. Even more so than the Titan one, even though the Titan one has quickly grown to be the most popular. I still like the grand finale so much because of the stakes and just the height of it all. It was just such a spectacle, and I don't think I'm ever going to get that much of a spectacle again, unless I'm able to capture that same vibe with Titan, but I doubt I'll be able to do it because the Titan hunt stuff is just so hard. It's so, on the one hand, Manhunt is time consuming, but Titan hunt is another level. I mean, it is just horrible. Like, you have to sink so many hours into it, and it's, on the one hand, it's been fun because of the newness of it all, but on the other hand, it's exhausting for us all of us involved, because, Aiden and now Wyatt, they have to deal with being giant and just playing the game entirely differently. It gets old pretty quickly, I will say. It's not the sort of thing that I would recommend you guys try out for yourself, unless you're doing it for fun or as a one-off thing. But if you're trying to get a whole series out of it, like I am, good luck. Best of luck to you. I would seriously love to watch one of you guys like try this challenge out for yourself using the mod that I coded. I would love to watch that. It would be so entertaining. But at the same time, I don't want you to exert, like, I don't want you to have to suffer through that pain, It's like, it's pretty annoying. But anyways, I've just loaded up, okay. I'm going to quickly turn off the sound for the game, and I'm going to show the game. All right, you guys are getting a very exclusive sneak peek, all right? Very exclusive, all right? And you are very lucky right now, okay? This is the sort of stuff that okay, function Titan game. Okay. Titan is starting. Oh, I have to function Titan. Select Titan. I have to make myself a Titan. There we go. And then I have to tag tag S. It's still, there's still definitely some stuff I've got to work out, but it's definitely working pretty well. Like, I'm really excited for you guys to see this. One of the best new features that I coded, and I will tell you right now, I coded this right after watching Dream's video, because I was like, I kid you not, I watched Dream's video, and the first thought that came to my mind was, how can I top this? How can I make my version of Titan even better than it already is? And the answer is, I've got to steal some of his ideas. I just have to. Watch this. That's right. I coded it so that the Titan can carry me. And not only that, he can throw me. So you can already imagine that the next video, it gets a whole lot more intense, alright? It gets way crazier. Not only are there 2 of them, but they can do that. Oh, and did I mention that that they can also kick me now? Yeah. So that's another fun thing. So yeah, I've been practicing my clutches with this quite a bit. I've just been using my alt account and and just kind of, you know, getting the bubble butt Titan over here, just kind of flinging me into the air and practicing with it. But no, it is crazy. Are y'all hunting right now or just showcasing it? Just showcasing it, Ghost. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, no, even if I just get in close proximity, I get kicked now. So, and I'm not going to spoil any other features just because this is the hugest thing that I coded. And you'll notice actually that it works with hunger. And this is where my version is even a little better than Dream's, because you'll notice that his just eliminates the hunger bar. You can't even see the hunger bar. But mine utilizes the pig that I'm riding on, and it actually detects what my hunger is and relays it. So I'm able to sort of give off the effect of showing my hunger bar still. It's just as the pig's hunger. So I feel like I've done some pretty creative solutions to things. But yes, I can be picked up, and I can hold shift to struggle. And if I struggle just enough, there's a little auditory cue of when it's going to drop me. And then boom, he drops me. But yeah, like I can, oh yeah, see it's a little broken right now. I have to fix it, but like if I pick me up and then I could throw straight up even, and then just move out of the way, and then pretty much dead unless I hit this. Oh, what do you know? Like I said, I've been practicing. It's taken a lot of practice, a lot of time. Yeah, so so that's the sneak peek that I wanted to give you. And also another thing I should probably show to explain this preemptively. This doesn't kill me immediately. It does a lot of damage still, but like I had to do some nerfing, otherwise this could instantly kill me. Because all they have to do is pick me up, jump straight up, and then just throw me to the ground, and I have no time to react. No time to clutch, because it's so insanely fast that in testing, not once have I been able to make a clutch when being thrown directly at the ground. So I kind of had to nerf the fall damage a little bit by doing that. But like once it pretty much gives me a resistance effect. So like if they throw me pretty far, like that doesn't do a lot of damage because they threw me more horizontally. But if they throw me diagonally like this, as you would expect, I will die if I miss a clutch. Like I will just die from that. So I'd say that this is pretty, I think I've coded it pretty fairly, and I've definitely accounted for some of the other stuff that I didn't quite account for before in testing, like the Ender Pearl stuff. I think I've fixed it all, but I have yet to see, because it might be a little weird about 2 Titans at once. Right now, this only works with 1 Titan, so we're still playing on the older version of the mod for the video, but the next video, but we might update it mid-video before we continue the next recording session, because we already recorded the first section of the next Titan video, but it doesn't have the pickup feature or some of the other stuff that I coded that I'm not showing you yet. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But anyways, that's what I had to show you. I just wanted to kind of give you a bit of a sneak peek, because I think it's only fair if you've stuck around for the 2.5 hour stream, or even if you're just tuning in now. I do appreciate it. You guys are the best. I am very thankful that you're coming in and chatting, hanging out with me. It's very nice. So yeah. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know if we should do anything else. You know, I'm thinking maybe it is getting to be it's getting to be dinner time, you know, supper time. So it's like maybe I do end stream. 2.5 hours is a pretty good stream, I'd say. But yeah, I mean, maybe I'll stream again soon. Who knows? Maybe even tonight, but probably not. I'm gonna be honest. Probably not streaming again tonight. But if I do, it'll either be reacting to some of your guys' videos, or just maybe I'll do another challenge. Maybe I'll do another donate and make me suffer challenge. That could be fun. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm pretty satisfied with leaving the stream off here for now. If I come up with any ideas and I want to stream more tonight, I'll do that and I'll let you guys know. But thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed this little analysis. So yeah, guess I'll just put on some music and say goodbye. So yeah. All right. See ya. It's been fun.